Great day. I'm about to get into this info, but I want you guys to listen to a little bit of this information from Dr. Hemmett. I think it's pretty substantial. Let's get into it, guys.
Knew based on their teachings they had to raise that beast up because we are a humane people. You see what I'm saying? And we will never really truly be racist. Never will. You know what I'm saying? Never were, never will be. That's not our nature. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying hate the white man. We're trying to understand the beast. I understand a dog running around here, and I know what his limitations, and I know what a dog gonna do. But the same thing with the white man. I don't have to hate him because hating is a whole different thing, but I understand him. And far be it from me, I'm telling you this, and you see the shit I talk about it. You see. So that was the type of stuff. Now you were saying something else? Oh yeah, about the blue black men. So the blue black men sent on. It says another book. What's the name? Talk about the blue black men from Syria. In his page 380 or something. Secrets of the Mexican Pyramids by Peter Thompson. He talk about that. And when you see those men from India and you see that blue black, those people from India, that's the actual. And you see that light blue person, they're actually showing you that one time he said it was blue black, Moors, Lord of the Earth, that they called, that they just lighten up now, but they're still showing you indication that these were black people. And there wasn't no spooked out guards who come down in no light blue stuff. Looking like some Carolina Tar Heels or some kind of stuff. They were black people in the whole 9 yards. What's that, brother? Well, number one, Friday the 13th was my queen's birthday. But, 13 is also a number of Sirius, which you'll get in. There's some more science built on 13 being the numbers in Sirius in that book called Hamlet's Mill. They get in there is also a number for Sirius. It's the black man's lucky number. It's the white man's unlucky number. You see, it's the white man's unlucky number. 13 is a very spiritual number. You see, all the numbers are infinite with black man. So 13 was the number of Sirius, and also Jeremiah says Sirius was known to the Masonic people as a star of retribution. Say that's a star that we're gonna get our retribution one day, because they automatically knew that the black people was around that star. So I don't know Friday, I'm quite sure Friday the 13th, I don't know what the whole deal is, but I do know the number 13 is a lucky number for us and an unlucky number for him, because he ain't never put up. His elevators in his buildings ain't no 13. Ain't none of his floors a 13th floor. And none of the elevators don't go on those floors, no floor like that, because there ain't no 13th floor on none of them buildings. You see. So that's something that went on too. Now I'll get you, brother. Go ahead. People say that. Remember now, melatonin, that's not it. They're all melatonin, because the melatonin, some melatonin possess memory. Now, I'll show you how they got the Ramesses body, and they pull that, but then they got a book out on this, and I don't know what happened. I think I hid the doggone book in the cracker store, and I was going back, and some cracker went and got it, but it's still in print. It's how they take that cell out of Ramesses' cell, and to give his whole life story and other life stories behind that, because it possesses memory, and the white man done got this stuff. They're talking about this other melanin. They know that melanin is based on a certain amount of chemicals too, amino acids. Carol Bowen tell you about the amino acids and the different things that go in there. So all they do is they just took certain chemicals that they can produce outside of the body, based on natural chemicals, natural vitamins and herbs, and they put that together, and it's the closest compound of what they call melatonin. So that's still good for us. Like I said, I took it, man, and I was like, man, dreams galore. And they got, they got one that's like it tastes like tongue. You put it under your tongue, it gets to the bloodstream fast. And all, but they say take them at night, but black people take them all. I take them all day, and they, was hooked up. But at night, we can get them dreams. And you know how that whole thing is with them dreams and them numbers on that lottery and that whole 9 yards and stuff like that also too. Also, if you get the book, the Aleister Crowley book, the Kabbalistic Writing 777, which give you the breakdown of all the gods and give you all the numbers. And once you break down your numbers and look at that correspondence, you say, oh, that's the God I am. You can do it in that book. That's a smooth book. And that book, 777, all the white people buy it up. In that book, they got a whole 15 pages on up with all these numbers. They add up. It's just numbers. It's pages full of numbers. And you can take them pages and and use them for the lottery. You know, if you into that thing, you know what I'm saying, you know, but, you know, why not, you know, whatever. I mean, but we do know the lottery thing is fixed too, because they know that those numbers come from Dutch Schultz took over this lottery that was started in Harlem, and then we get them numbers out of the universe off their conscious record in our mind. That's why you see on the commercial, you see the numbers floating through the universe. That's because they're showing you that the numbers are cosmic. They're coming off their cosmic record. You see. So now what they do with that lottery now, they know one thing too. They know that black people play the lottery on the weekdays. It be packed up.
Morning, Grandis,
you ain't
guys.
Get no food. Somebody standing up in line, you know, with the doggone lottery ticket. Make you mad. But they know that they get the real deal stuff where they really put the winnings on the weekend. That's when white people play on the big cash. So now they fix a lot of those lotteries on the weekdays. So what they do is, even though sometimes you can have that little breakthrough, what they do is they understand that black people have a certain amount of things for numbers. They understand the whole history behind it.
I don't know why this brother still be saying black.
All of that. They understand
I
who
swear
we are.
I don't.
So what they do is they got stores designated in the black community, and they mash a button. They say, let me see how many numbers is coming out of the black community the same. If they know that black people been playing this number so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so, what they'll do is they'll take those balls and they'll put some type of on the numbers. They'll put a weight, a lead plate like a weight on them numbers. And two of them numbers, and then like they got a bunch of numbers that's coming from the black community. Two of them numbers are played, just like the black people say, because they got it in their dreams. That other number would be weighted down, and it'll pop up another number. A lot of black people say they have seen it done that way tons of times, right here in the Georgia lottery. They got that number, and they get two of them, and then another ball will come up. They're fixing that lottery for that thing on the weekdays. So in actuality, black people are playing for these big lotto things that the white people catching on the weekend. You see. So, but that book, the Kabbalistic Breakdown, gives you all the breakdowns of all the numbers. And also, too, it also gives you the breakdown of the Holy Kabbalah in the front of the book. And once they break it down, you take that and take a picture of the melanin cells and put it together, and it'll show you that the breakdown of the Holy Kabbalah is also the breakdown of the number of the black man, black man and woman. Which in the book, The Mysteries of the Kabbalah, they tell you, they say that the devil, they say that the devil, Satan, is the ultimate breakdown of the Holy Kabbalah.
That's right.
So right there they said it. But right in Alistair Crowley book, he show you, he say this is the great work. And he show you the picture of the actual breakdown of the numbers. He show the numbers, and you look at the melanin thing, it's the same damn thing. Which is nothing but the other 10 DNA strands.
Check that out.
You see. So you know, give me another question. Yeah, what's that cooking? It's awesome. Something wooden, put it on, yellow cloth, you know, something natural, linen or cotton, no polyester, no two sisters, Polly and Esther, you know, none of that gabardine, that double knit, you know, that, a yellow and blue candle, 7-day candles mostly, some kind of grain, get you some corn, some popcorn, and if you can get the corn, the hard one on the color, that'll be good, because you don't want that to rot. Now that you want to get some shells and just put them up there each day, you can do that. You know, or you get the popcorn, you can get you some sunflower seeds or some kind of wheat. Anything indigenous. Then anything, rice is not indigenous to me, is it? No, that'd be the Chinese. you know.
Not rice.
All of them are native spirits, but then you
White
take some,
that.
you know, some cowrie shells, anything African. Then whatever, and then after you put that, you can put anything personal you want. You can put the Bible, the Quran, or whatever. Or anything you want, picture your grandmama, whatever. Put that personal, that's personal. And then you write out your list of Thunderdog, all the stuff you want, prosperity, all that. Boom. And then burn them candles, man, and you hooked up. And believe in the stuff, you know. Don't just do it, you know how we do that in church. I'm doing this just in case, you know. I still say my Lord's Prayer and all this kind of stuff and holler at Jesus and stuff. Don't do that just in case.
Oh, Lord.
Because they know you now. It's like Santa Claus. They know when you're bad and naughty and nice. So it's the same thing, and all metaphysical in that too. You know. Okay, what's that, brother? Okay. You say what now?
Ooh, I think I forgot to put my usage up, guys.
Being what? Aliens, no, some of those aliens, see, Honorable Elijah Muhammad told you that some of the aliens are There's different life form in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
But the black man is the one that live around the central sun, and the central sun around Sirius is the central true father of the universe. So those are the gods of the universe.
All respect to Bobby Hemmett. When it comes to that, when he said the stars around the sun or whatever he was saying, the energy, I didn't quite hear it. I'm sorry, but I heard him saying something. But to clarify that star energy is us because we are the currency. We are the true energy, the solar energy. So our soul, the solar energy is our soul within the air. Our soul is in the air, the atmosphere, our energy, our current, our spirit, our light, our frequency. That is our soul's energy. It is a frequency, and it is actually fueled and pumped in this atmosphere to be used as a battery charger in this entire solar system. Our soul is a part of the air, solar, our solar, soul's air, which is the frequency, which is the energy of light within us. That is the energy charge that actually helps to charge the sun. The energy and the sun that we have is the same energy. So our ether connects and we are charged at night when we sleep. Our soul actually obtains that energy. It pulls from that energy. It regenerates everything within the physical body. It actually gives the energy and the current for the body to be purified and cleansed overnight. It uses it to cleanse each organ. It uses it to purify your mind. It uses it to purify you in a sense that you are able to be used currently at that state of time or being when you are in a REM sleep. Your soul is accessed to be able to recharge, regenerate, refuel itself at that particular time, as well as the body. The soul's energy, the soul air, the soul's energy is what actually gives the body the energy to recuperate itself, to make all of the organs replenish themselves, to replenish any cells, any red blood cells within a body that have been diminished or minimized throughout the day. They actually replenish and rejuvenate themselves as well. There's an entire process to this. We talked about briefly, and I'll do it again on AK Randall's Natural Nature page, guys. Go and sign up for that page. I'm going to make sure I'm very distinctive. I'm going to keep this page to all of the important information when it comes to the history and exposing things. The life coach, I'm going to focus on personal issues, family relationships, issues with your children. And with AK Randall Natural Nature, I'm going to focus on all the health stuff. I'm going to keep everything specific to handling things the proper way so that I can keep my mind from being overwhelmed, because there's a lot I want to share, a lot I want to show you guys, talk to you guys about, but I get kind of caught up in the mix when there's a lot going on, and my mind's caught up with all the stuff that we have right now that we need to be handling to have ourselves in a proper standing in the next 3 months, because by June it's a wrap, whether you know it or not. So I don't know what y'all thinking or know about, but I want to make sure you guys know that. So let's continue this. I got a quick video. We're going to get in this information.
The man there ain't no God but man, woman, and there's a black man and a black woman. So now they are seeing those things. Some of those will do those particular works. This is serious. We are not on that. We got it all. We don't have to come down and so we're about the business of lifting up this thing on the God level. You see, on the God level and stuff like that, because we are the God. So some of the people that are doing the work for the brotherhood are not the brothers of Sirius. They are these gray-looking people, the green-looking people, and all that.
Working for these other
I see
people.
a lot of black people, they get into this stuff, and they be talking junk about the Grays. The Grays ain't doing damn thing to black people.
Nothing.
I don't care if they're killing up 1,000 white people.
Why y'all worried? Why y'all worried?
So therefore, we don't even need to talk bad about them, even if they are out there. The Orions, and that's just a part of the Orion, a little part. There's one called the Zophian Empire, which is down with the Syrian Empire. And they're down with the Syrian Empire. And they're all one connected. And they ready to take heads. You see, they're ready to take heads and lock these mutants down in the whole 9 yards. So some of the green things they see, they are actually green men. Based on things, they are actually other life forms. But the black man is the prototype of God. The black man and woman is the prototype of God in the universe. You see. You know, what's that, brother? You had a question? Okay, what's that? Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. What she get? Do they giving her some money too? They wasn't paying her back either. What she get? Do they giving her some money?
Hold on, guys. I'm trying to put this link in here for you guys real quick, so you guys will have it. I'm playing this from the phone, so give me one moment. If you guys want to listen to this later, you can definitely check this out. This piece from Mr. Hemmett. It's an awesome piece. So let's get back to it.
Yeah. Well, see, what's happening is just the constant records. Once you get further in your spiritual manifestation or what you're doing, you're gonna find out that you're gonna start seeing numbers too. Some people just see these numbers just going up. That's their cosmic record. There's whole libraries in space. And space is not necessarily up. Space is all around you. It depends on what dimension in your mind you into. Space is actually a doorway within your mind. Sometimes we think of up, but it's not just up.
It's a portal.
The ship could be very well right here, but we're in another dimension.
That's right.
It's just like the dead people out here now. When we call our ancestors, we're actually calling your parents to come in. My grandmother is here.
Period.
You see what I'm saying? And if I was just in another dimension, I could see her. And that's what psychics do. They actually can see into another dimension, which is nothing. The dimension is nothing but a doorway in their mind that is opened up. It never was closed because most babies are born psychic. But through this hard stuff,
what I told y'all.
Listen. That's a natural thing. What we used to be as black people when we was God ruling at a time when we were God. So this is just another dimension. That's why they say when you rule,
and we still are. It's within us.
All of the
check it out. We got to get a good deep one. The
world disappears, and the real world begins. The illusionary world disappears. This is the illusion.
What he said. The fake world disappears and what reappears? I told y'all, listen to this. Y'all know this. Y'all so smart.
The imitation world or the fake world disappears and the real world begins. The illusionary world disappears.
All right, Wi-Fi.
This is the illusionary world. For that. You see, it's all an illusion. So, you know, so that is right. She's seen the Akashic records and all. Somebody have some other questions? Okay, I'm going to get you, then I'll get you. What's that? Well, there's so many dream books. You can go to Black Media. They got tons of them up there. They even got a dream dictionary where you just, any little thing you got, you dream of an ink pen, you got it in the dictionary, break it down, right?
Check this out. You talking about the green, right? What about the green book that was written by, oh my gosh, I can't think of the guy's name, Lord. The one that Hillary and them ended up getting rid of. I cannot believe I can't remember this guy's name. This is crazy. This was just a random thought when he said the green book. But the green book that signified the information of going to the gold dollar, the gold back dollar, the gold coin. I'm going to look this up in a minute. I cannot remember his name. Oh, Gaddafi. Thank you, Vixen. God dang. This is why my chat is every freaking thing. Think y'all ain't always on point. I'm excited. Okay, check this out. Gaddafi's green book that backed the gold dollar as our coin. They did a complete campaign against him and the demise of him, the murder of him, the pure murder of this man because he was bringing the dollar to have its true value. And they wanted to push in or usher in this Bitcoin, so they had to get rid of him. Yeah, that was a horrible thing. Gaddafi was going to do something really great, make everything balanced when it comes to the physical and everything. So what's going on right now? Everything has been going on to demise the actual value of things, not only current currency, which is the fake current, because we're the true current, right? Yeah, let's continue this because I want to move on.
People have said it all of that. I really am and stuff because I've been a bad dreamer. So you see what happened with me was, what had been happening with me was, and I was all upset because I was the one that got all this knowledge, but a lot of spiritual things. Now I can feel the spiritual stuff, the current comes on me. But as far as seeing things, psychic ability, I couldn't get it. And I still haven't been able to get it as much, and then it came down to tubes. But I channel the energy. I channel the energy because they got me doing through another way. So what they do is when I go in these books, I don't read all these books. I got tons of books. I go in the books and it just tells, oop, there it is. You see, like that. And I was thinking before that it was me. But when I first got in touch with Melchizedek, they said, oh, you've been channeling the whole time. How you think you got all that knowledge? I said, I've been reading out this time. We've been showing you what to read. When I go in the books, so they were showing me what to get. So Metatron works through the mental part. Most of the men work through mental things. See, like I said about that breakdown, most men think that women are dumb because a man thinks he can use his mind. So you stupid. You can't use your mind. What he doesn't understand is this. He has tapped into the left brain analytical part. That's his nature. And she is tapped into the feeling, the spiritual and emotional side of the right brain. So they said what women thinking is female intuition is actually psychic phenomenon. And what they thinking is, so they say in this particular cycle, which is this Siggy ceremony just came in, they say the women are going to become more psychic. They're going to get through most of their stuff through more psychic vision, and the men going to get through theirs more through thought and intellectual things. But the ultimate thing is to balance that in, where you become both analytical and spiritual, both women and men. You see both women and men and stuff like that and all. But so those are some things that's actually happening. But your dreams and stuff, there are several books on dreams, you can get. Some other questions? Okay, what's that, brother? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, my thing is it wouldn't hurt to do those things, but then again, food run out, water run out. I'm saying, I'm not me personally, spiritually. Every time I hear the stuff about stockpiling, spiritually, I can only go by the spirit. Spiritually, I'm not drawn to that because I know that if that's all we had to do, then all the white man got to do is wait for the stuff to run out. See what I'm saying? He would have started the war before. But we do know that the white man is putting the hormones in the animal hormones now in the vegetables. Because when you could become vegetarian, your vibratory rate grows. So he want to put the animal hormones in the vegetables now so he can keep you on that low level just like it was by being eating meat. Now I heard that the woman told me that, what's that? Yeah, the weeds, there's a certain amount of grass and stuff that you can eat and certain amount of things out here that grow as good food that grow right out here wild. So stockpiling, there's certain things you can eat. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, anybody ever, one reason why it's good to go on a fast for a week or a month, 2 months or whatever.
Or up to 6 months if you choose.
Because if you can go through a fast and only drink some water or some juice, when hell breaks down and you ain't got no food, you be like, hey, ain't nothing but another day. If I can get liquid, I'll be good to go. That's one of the main reasons we're going. If you ever went on a fast, you know what I'm talking about. You don't need no food. And the first time when you go for the first day, man, you are paranoid. Oh, Lord, I am ate. And then, and it's funny, and it's all in the mind, because sometimes you be doing work, and it be 9 o'clock, you say, I ain't ate nothing all day. That's a fast. You see? So when you say going on a fast, that's why it's key to go on a fast. One of the reasons why a lot of my stuff rose, because when I was on that fast, I cleaned out. Not enough to clean out with colon cleanser, but on that fast, after that week, all kind of stuff start coming off the walls that you ain't never seen before. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might see some cats and dogs up in there or whatever. Mm-hmm. So the fast is good and all of that. That's the way to prevent all that too. But I'm like you. My point is this really. I'm saying I don't know about you, but we're gonna get the physical jump on his ass before we get it on us. I'm saying ain't gonna be no New World Order. Ain't gonna be none of that. And if it does come that way where he gets rid of the money, and you saw the new money that they printed, what was this money? Emiola brought it to our attention. He has Xerox copies down at Black Media where they got the new money that they printed in USA Today. My point is the only reason it is a stuff because the only thing that we are not liberating ourselves, like I say time and time again, because we worried about the cash. So once the money is gone, everything gonna be beautiful. Now these are 2 points that I gotta say. I got to give the nation. I ain't talking about nobody and what they're doing. We all messing up. Whatever. Let me tell you about the nation. And it got to me the other day. There's a brother that I used to see for the last 5 years. When I see that brother, I go the other way because I know he coming to harass me. He coming to harass me to either beg for something or he coming to say something crazy.
That's right, Vixen.
I saw the brother coming and I said, oh Lord,
I even wanted 1 meal a day, sis.
But I noticed the brother was on a suit. Then the brother pulled out a green pie and some paper. And man, it got to me. I said, now look. You got to look at the magnitude of this. This was a lost soul out here. Now the brother, he's still kind of crazy, but the brother now is found. The brother knows the teachings, and he's doing something like that. So man, if the Nation of Islam don't do nothing else, that's enough right there. You know what I'm saying? That's enough right. They don't do nothing else. Just to get one of the most hideous people I know and put a paper in his hand and give him the knowledge that this beast is what's happening. Shit, that's on it.
That's on it, right? Check this out.
If you have kids at home, this next segment is for you. This Friday, the newest batch of Disney Channel stars graphic engineering lab will be unveiled to the public.
Right. Now, Tracy, most of our viewers are already familiar. With a lot of the products that have come out of the Disney lab. Yes, but how?
Y'all see it been playing. Yes. I wanted you guys to literally see this crap, but it looks like it won't play. But hold on 1 second here.
Exactly. Do you create a hill? Well, done right now because live from the Disney lab is one of their lead geneticists, Dr. Andrew Rourke. Welcome, Dr. Rourke. There's quite an operation you've got going on out there.
Thanks, Jim.
So the stars that we see on TV are actually grown.
For advanced singing and dancing capabilities, even posing for photos. By the time they grow to desired size, these child stars are fully ready for the camera or the concert tours or whatever Disney chooses to put them in.
That is simply amazing. Now, how long does it take to actually create a star from scratch?
Well, not very long at all. We use the exact same DNA structure for all of our stars, and then we simply tweak minor details like hair color or skin tone.
Right, yeah, we do have some footage here of some of the well-known. Let's take a look.
Yes, well, that's model 6831-A, publicly known as base with
Wow.
and type 5 skin.
Oh, so it's sort of like putting it all together there.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Okay, here we've got some of
Tell me this ain't that BS. Let's check it out. We're gonna play this the whole damn thing. Check it out. Y'all seen the pictures. Hold on. We ain't gonna even postpone. I got something for you. We gonna hear
If you have
it.
kids at home, this next segment
Listen.
is for you. This Friday, the newest batch of Disney Channel stars grown in the Disney Genetic Engineering Lab will be unveiled to the public.
Right. Now, Tracy, most of our viewers are already familiar with a lot of the products that have come out of the Disney
know I
lab.
am.
Yes, but how exactly do you create a Hilary Duff or a Miley Cyrus from scratch?
Right.
Well, we're going to find out exactly how it's done right now, because joining us live from the Disney lab is one of their lead geneticists, Dr. Andrew Rourke. Welcome, Dr. Rourke. There's quite an operation you've got going on out there.
Thanks, Jim.
So the stars that we see on TV are actually grown right here?
That's correct. They're grown and developed here. We engineer their brains for advanced singing and dancing. By the time they grow to desired size, these child stars are fully ready for the camera or the concert tours or whatever Disney chooses to put them in.
That is simply amazing. Now, how long does it take to actually create
Told
a star
ya.
from scratch?
Well, not very long at all. We use the exact same DNA structure for all of our stars. Then we simply tweak minor details like hair
Just
color
tweak
or
'em.
skin tone.
Just
Right, yeah,
tweak
we
them
do
up.
have some footage
Make them
here
different.
of some of the well-known creations that have come out of your lab. Let's take a look.
Yes, well, that's model 6831-A, publicly known as Mitchell Musso, standard male base with
Oh.
type 3 skin pigmentation.
Wow.
And that's model 6831-B. We give him slightly thicker eyebrows and type 5 skin.
Well, so it's sort of like putting a puzzle together there.
Exactly.
Okay, here we've got some of the images.
All right, guys, that's enough of that. So y'all get it, right? Yeah, y'all get it. What I've been telling y'all, right? I've heard videos. I'm not gonna get into this one. I heard videos, right, of people saying like, they keep saying that we are, we are all different, so on and so forth. We're not really different, this, and that. There's not, I think there's a thing where people thinking it's a prejudice thing. It's like, oh, the blacks want to act like, they call us the blacks, the blacks want to act like they're better. They want to act like they're this. I just want to act like we're non-GMO. I just want to act like we are a people that is natural to this particular earth and this world. And that because of that, right, we are non-GMO. I mean, I can't help it because we are non-GMO. I can't help it because the majority of us, there's some of us that aren't, 100% pure beings. But besides that, with the mixing and mingling, there are so many different things we have to look at when it comes to that, right? So let's get into this real quick. Let me hide this comment. Yeah, my sinus is bothering me again this morning. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Yes, says Disney casting people. Hold on, let me highlight this comment real quick. I get to reading because she is absolutely correct. Casting people stayed approaching me for my eldest. Being Walmart and a casting person would be like, you want to get on TV? Wicked creeps, exactly. Looking at some melanated being that they could take some of his cells and possibly make another clone by tweaking and turn into another being, sis. That's what they do. Okay, let's get into this information right here because, yeah. Oh, we're going to read a story. It says not 12, but 13 constellations. Ophiuchus, I believe that Empress mentioned this yesterday, being the 13th astrology sign now. And the rise of the Black King Serpent, right? Because now that has come into effect. You've never heard of 13th constellation until maybe the past 8, 9, it may have been 10 years at the most, right? And seeing that, there's a reason for that due to the Kundalini core rising within the spine of a person due to what's going on with the solar, because we are in combination with the solar system. Our soul's air is combined with that. So now there is a shifting in the cells, a shifting in your reality, a shifting in your mind, body, and your spirit. It all depends on what you're going to do. So if you want to shift with the current reality, just stay eating meat and all these things, absorbing these things into your body that aren't fruitful to your body, absorbing the things that aren't light information to your body, and you can just continue to be there. Or you can elevate yourself and ascend by taking care of proper things in your body. I know I haven't talked a lot about spiritual stuff recently, but I think it's important at this time that we get into a bit of it, okay? Before I start reading, let me get back to the chat, check my chat. Blackwood, peace, peace, peace. Old dude, peace to you, brother. Thanks for coming in this morning. Definitely. Never take cheese from a rat. Say that, sis. They come in, man. They come in. Oh, look at this with glittering diamonds, and they have all these riches. Look what you can have. Look what you could be. Look what you can do when they do all of this stuff, right? Because they're enticing the person to come over to their world. They want you to go to another dimension that you can be accessed and used. Because once you have accepted to be put into a particular realm or area, which would be a stardom, certain things, right? The stardom actually is an entrapment of the dome, the kingdom, that you have to make sure that you are in control of. So if you're into a different realm, you're under a lower dimensional frequency that you're able to be tapped into, used, all those things. So let's make sure we're staying away from these freaking weirdos. Okay. We're going to read this little segment. This is something that Kendrick Lamar had in one of his songs. I believe it was called DNA. I love that song, actually. It says, "Be ye therefore wise as serpents." Matthew, this is from Matthew 10:16. Wise as serpents, the serpent Kundalini energy from the black core in the pit of your spine. If you're not aware of that, you can check this out in any type of medical website. You'll be able to look at the energy in the spine. And I'm not going to say any because this is a kind of hidden information. Maybe I'll have to bring something up to show you guys on that in a minute. Let's see. Many people currently residing on Earth are the prophesied returning serpents who will soon take a giant evolutionary leap and transform into spiritual adepts. They are the future leaders of our planet. This is by Mark Murray Pinkman, a statement. The last shall be first and the first shall be last. That's from Matthew 20:16. The devil cursed God and reversed God, turned God to dog and made people search hard. Rizza. Negus, definition, royalty, king, royalty by Kendrick Lamar. That was in his song, I believe, DNA. So the last shall be first and the first shall be last, so the Bible says. In the past, I could gain very little meaning out of that cryptic phrase. But after having a fairly good understanding of the precession of the equinox, I believe the often repeated phrase has a new meaning for me. It is believed that in our past, it is a long time gone, the world was very different than the world is today. It was a world much more melanated and brown in color. This was also a world where a segment of the population had superhuman abilities that are only remembered today as the mighty titans, giants, and demigods of myth, folklore, and legends. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out that video on We Are the Superheroes, who are the superheroes? Of course, it's us, like shit. We the fantastic ones, right? Come on, fantastic. In fact, modern science has confirmed some of this with studies being done by scientists at Penn State University that have proven that white skin is a fairly new occurrence. In fact, maybe it even new for Europe, of course, because all of Europe was also a melanated nation. Are you aware that the Romans that they talk about in the Europe that you think is Rome were actually melanated beings? They are actually the ones that actually keep the melanated Black Madonna in rulership today and the core energy of the Earth's atmosphere. That's another issue. We've talked about that before, but keeping that in mind. If only is to believe the studies done on the DNA of both Cheddar Man, 10,000 years, and White Hawk Woman, 5,600 years, who are early inhabitants of Britain and builders of Stonehenge. You guys can see that. Just give you a quick glimpse so you can see these two, the Cheddar Man and the White Hawk Woman. Well, this Cheddar Man, they say was from like 10,000 years ago, and they're saying it's from like 6 ago. You see they're both melanated. Maybe even new for Europe, especially if one is to believe the studies done on the DNA in both the Cheddar Man and the White Hawk Woman, who are early inhabitants of Britain and builders of Stonehenge, and were both much darker than people previously believed early Europeans to have been. One is naturally to conclude in the world was much more darker than. So too were the ancient civilizations of Egypt, Sumer, and India, from which our modern civilizations owe so much. In India, as you guys know, they have taken over their Hindus that have come over, taken and moved over the Asian culture, taken over the Asian culture of the Tirthankaras, and also the Buddhism, and the energies of those particular religions that actually take a person to a higher state, right? Okay. One can even presume that very early sites in Turkey, such as Göbekli Tepe, 11,000, and legendary places like the lost continents of Mu and Atlantis would have also been populated by these dark-skinned people as well. Of course, we know that. In the past, Hollywood and even Bollywood invent this idea through whitewashing, thus confusing our perception and our perspective of what the past would have looked like. The fact that darker people around the world today occupy the lower positions in society further drive home the confusion and the idea that melanated people never occupied a higher strata in the past. And furthermore, that most likely won't change for them in the future either. That's a lie. We know better. We're changing that shit right now. We're getting that ideology out of here. This past will attempt to show both of these ideas are wrong. Not only did melanated people once rule and govern this world in the past and what I call serpent kings, but they also once wielded enormous supernatural power that may have them even seem godlike. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about this particular information that is definitely showing you everything that we're always talking about, right? A little bit more information. Let me check my chat real quick. Yes, that DNA, sis. It's so funny that you mentioned that. Had a dream that as I sin, I'll still have a foot on a tower realm to help other people. Blew me back, sis. Come on, baby. You know you over here for a reason. You over here for a reason. All my energy, people, energy rising. We all got it together. We pulling it together. Everybody that's over here, y'all already know what it is. Yes, sis. You link, baby. You tied in. Come on now. We creating frequencies over here. We're getting things up to par. We're getting things to where they're supposed to be in the current correct status. If y'all wouldn't play with me, y'all already know I'm on it. James Williams, welcome, brother. Peace. Welcome to the chat. Nice seeing you here. You are definitely welcome and joining any of the energy that we have going. It's always great. It's always wonderful. It's always, here and geared to enhance each other. And, welcome to being a part of the chat that will actually help to elevate me as well, give me great energy, so on and so forth. As you guys know, you are so appreciated all the time. Johnny Everhart, welcome, brother. I haven't seen you in a while. Peace and blessings to you. Shutter Man with the Jerry Curl imagination of the pale skinned people. Fact, bro, fact. I wish I could have showed y'all that video so y'all could see them freaking clones just do. Y'all remember, if y'all can remember those scenes, man. I'm gonna try and play it again before we get out of here for anybody that didn't even hear it. That was like crazy. All right, guys, let's get back to it. I'll read that part again. Not only did melanated people once rule and govern this world in the past as what I call serpent kings, but they also once wielded enormous supernatural power that may have made them even seem godlike. Make sure you guys go back and watch that video on superhero. I go a little bit in depth as to some of the energy and information on that, things of that nature, how all these superheroes are made behind us. Okay. Based on a cycle known as the precession of the equinox, they are destined to return to that kind of I don't know why I'm getting tongue twisted, y'all. That kind of past greatness in the near future. In fact, based on the Mayan calendar, the age ended in 2012, though others may arrive at different calculations to show when the age of Pisces transitions into the age of Aquarius, which we're going through now. Some believe the processional cycle to be 25,700 years to 25,900 years. However, the Binary Research Institute believes that 24,000 years is to be correct. Okay. They factor in what is unknown to many, and that is we live in a binary star system with the star series. How many times have I told you guys that? We're operating off binary coding, and this is what's going on now. This is why we're becoming enlightened. The enlightenment stage of us is actually due to the binary code frequency being opened up, the light code being ignited, and the enlightenment period is now. So being in tune with the atmosphere, being in tune with what's going on right now, and being able to pull on that soul layer to actually activate the things within you is very pertinent at this time. This is a good time to do a lot of fasting. Even if you take it upon yourself to, do a half-day fast. You wake up, drink warm water early in the morning. Make that your first thing you put in your mouth, and you don't eat anything till later in the evening. You make one light, healthy meal to sustain yourself for the day. You need to be in the capability of being able to sustain yourself on very small amounts of food. The less you are incorporating your body, your physical body with food, the more clarity you will have in your spiritual mind. We're going to talk about that another time. And the gravitational pull between the two star speeds up the precessional cycle to exactly 24,000 years. Coincidence or not, this matches the 24 hours in a day. When those hours are divided on the days of the equinox, it gives you 12 hours of light and 12 hours of darkness. The fact of the matter is we are living during a very critical time, and only the blind cannot see the changes happening all around us. We talk about these things all the time. You guys know you're not blind. As I mentioned before, having the first Black American president, supposedly, the first Latin Pope, as well as an African American marrying into the British royal family are all, for me, clear signs of the new age. It's a sign of them transforming, trying to pull into their DNA cluster something that is non-GMO. We're not going to talk about that. One only needs to watch the news to see that more women and gays are coming into power as well. I also believe the melanated population around the world, such as those living in India, Africa, Latin America, as well as minority communities living in the United States and Europe, will begin to assume power, similar to how they once did in the distant past. They have all this power now for the gays, gay rights, this and that, all these different things that are going on. These things are from the past. These things are what they were honoring back then, the things that they had for the particular eras, the perversity, all of these different things that they had going on, right? So due to that, what we have to be clear on is like now they're trying to bring that back. They're trying to bring that old age into the new age and make it what is now current. Perversity, homosexuality. Anybody that is gay or homosexual, that's your business. I'm just speaking the facts. Just know, I have no gay hate, no Asian hate, no Caucasian hate. I just have hate for lies. So I like to disseminate lies. I like to make sure that facts are very evident, and we are able to understand certain things. So if I'm bringing information, it's definitely just to bring the facts. It has nothing to do with a hate or a dislike for another race. I just love my people the most. Period and period. Like the Ouroboros snake, the wheel has now turned, and this is the Ouroboros snake, uh, the wheel of life. The wheel has now turned, and we have once again arrived back to our starting point again. The wars, catastrophes, new religions, misinformation, and propaganda, we all have forgotten about our past and developed a sort of amnesia. But we're coming out of that. The world was once ruled over by powerful serpent kings whose original seat of power may have once been Atlantis. But after the destruction of that powerful civilization, the survivors spread out all over the world to become the priest kings whose symbols was the serpent. Why the serpent, one may ask? It is because those priest kings descended from reptile bloodlines that in fact were most likely of extraterrestrial origin. Coming from the Cyrus star system. The reptilian royal bloodline is why the royal kings and queens, as well as their priests all over the world, called themselves by different serpent names, such as Nod, Negus, Nata, Nida, Nahash, Nahisha, Abia, Op, Khan, Can, and other names, as well in order to show who they descended from. If you study ancient Egypt, you will see that the king wore of his crown or Urias, if I'm saying it right, I'm not familiar how to pronounce that, excuse me, the symbol of the serpent. The mummy wrappings of Pharaoh are not the cocoon of the caterpillar, but the snake shedding its regenerative skin. The king was viewed as the resurrected mummy king Osiris, and his wife was Isis. Isis was often depicted as a serpent. However, Isis was the Greek name given to the goddess. Her Egyptian name was Aset, and that is where the word asp comes from, which means snake. This snake symbolism was a worldwide phenomenon that went beyond the shores of Africa. And you guys see, I got to show you this. Listen, everything they're talking about, right? Look at this Buddha. What is this? What is this? This is going back to the Tirthankara. I'm telling y'all how important it is. I know people are not getting it because they don't have the full gist of this information. But when I tell y'all the Tirthankara information, I keep throwing it at y'all, and I'm gonna make sure y'all feel with it because we ain't off of it because there's so much that actually goes into that, guys. Believe it or not. Let me check with my chat. That third eye high. That's right, bro. Sis, say it. Yes, sis. I just hate the freaking lies. Can we stick to the truth? Can we stick to what the facts are? Can we stick to what is really going on? Rising Empress. Can we just stick to that? Yes, Israel. Exactly. Come on now. Yes, grand risings to everybody that's just coming in the chat. Peace, blessings, love, nothing but perfect energy. Everything you have to offer, I have it as well to offer back to you. We are actually recycling our energy. We are moving this energy in a frequency that's positive, energetic, and substantial. So yeah, in doing that, we are all doing this together. Let's get to it. Back to this info. Okay, let me see. Excuse me, guys. Oh, actually, some of this mucus is coming up. Give me a second, guys. I have to blow my nose real quick. I apologize, but I don't want to do it, obviously. Here, let me get the tissue out. Just going to mute for a quick second, guys. So not to be disrespectful or disgusting to anyone. Give me a moment. Oh, wow. I can even hear myself now. This is awesome. I needed that. All right. Hooray, hooray. Let's get to it. So the Buddha as the Serpent King. Yo, y'all know that's my favorite. Look. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Look at that. Check it out. This goes back to the Tathagata. Make sure y'all get it. Tathagata. Y'all know that's my favorite subject right now, right? I keep trying to make y'all see it. Buddha again as the Serpent King. The 7 heads is mostly a reference for the 7 chakras, we gonna get back. Man, y'all better be paying attention. What I told y'all. In India, the kings were also called Naga, my nigga. To this day, the word for snake in India is Naga. In fact, this is why when one finds the statues of Buddha, he is sitting on a serpent, and his head is shaded by the 7 heads of the woods of the cobra. Hold on, y'all. I gotta give y'all one more. I gotta give y'all one right quick. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I wasn't about to really do it, but I got to. I gotta give y'all one. Let's just do this real quick. It's gonna be a quick one. You know your girl. I've been doing pretty good trying not to do too much music because y'all know I get sis. One of the sisters was like, "Dang, sis, we see you did DJ though." Yes, girl, I do that. But check this out. We got to hear one. Let's play this one. Just this one right quick, y'all. Check it out. Play with it. My fire though. What's happening? What?
I do this for my niche. I do this for my niche.
Facts, Johnny.
Hey.
I ain't what?
Get that little ice off my neck for this Earl head.
Huh?
My nation, my need you, someone thorough said. Real Americans, still pure blood, we third.
Pure blood.
I'm like, let my people go and just take me instead.
Hey.
When it's red or blue pill, I'm only choosing red.
Hey.
I'ma always choose my people, you can keep that bread.
What?
Our government owe a trillion, you can keep that bread. If it's one thing Jim Crow is showing me, I don't want no white folks ruling over me. I don't want no politicians ruling over me. I don't want no po-po ruling over me. Only somebody that's like me gonna treat me like me.
What? My people. Hey.
I'm still waking up my people.
Wake up.
Hating on my people. When it comes to fashion, the whole world
They want to be like us, yeah. Even making their ass in the labs.
When it comes to dancing, the whole world want to be like us.
Hey.
Doing everything, trying to weaken us.
Can't do that.
Rhythm, no, we killing
Hey.
y'all. Anything involve a ball. Mentally, we figured out the cause.
We part of that shit. We running it.
Y'all, it's time to take the asking y'all rights by blood after all. Vatican and the Smithsonian got all our shit.
Give it back. Give it up.
When they say it was a long time ago, that's racist shit. Y'all holding like you stolen shit. We don't need y'all holding it. Reverse engineering our technology. Controlling it. Gave it everything you got, but you can't put no soul in it.
Y'all can't put no soul in it.
Matrix, cause I'm living it.
Ah.
Everything is not what it seems, but I'm killing it. Can you afford to pay attention who you living with? Now they trying to mandatory vax, but is you getting
Hell no.
Fall back off my niche. I'm peeping y'all tactics. This ain't no earth war. This is galactic.
Galactic war.
Goddesses and gods warming up like practice. We gonna put arrows on your chest like that. Mongoloids can't style like us. Them fake natives ain't wild like us.
Higher.
As a child like us, nobody power like us, nobody peace pipe like us. Boxing, y'all can't fight like us, nobody lost they white like us. Wake them up, I'm in the way. Say too much, I'm in the way. They trying to kill us anyway, so listen what I'm finna say. Everybody I keep, we raised y'all anyway. What that sense is finna say. Everybody ain't here to stay. Is you with us or against us? Ain't no in between.
Ain't no in between in it.
Ether being, not a human.
Nine ether.
All my allies, what it do? Renegade got kicked for days. Be careful, I advise you to.
What's happening? What's happening?
what's happening. We original, y'all.
Original.
I need you. I need you. I need you. Oh yeah, I need you. I need you. I need you. I do this for my need you. I 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 do this for my need you.
Say less, Threads. We always doing it for what? Each other. We up in here, we trying to get this information. We ain't playing with nobody. Okay, let's talk about this Shiva statue with the snake on the shoulder. Is that what the biblical Job meant when Job meant when he said that his Tor or mark is on his shoulder? The Taw, the cross, is also a serpent. Notice Shiva's hand making the OK symbol, which is 666. Let me blow that back up for you guys so you can see that if you didn't notice it. See it? See? One up, one down. One up, one down. Y'all see it? All right, y'all see it. Which is 666. We taught 666 is negative, but under the law of reversal is the mark of someone who is favored, which we already know that 666 carbon, protons, electrons, that's what we're made of, right? So we already knew it was positive. They tried to tell people that, but we knew better anyway, right? This is also why when one encounters statues of Shiva in India, they're trying to use that against us with the CERN. They use Shiva, but there's a differentiation. I may pull it up. It looks a little different. It isn't the original Shiva, but they call it Shiva as well. GMO Shiva. Everything they do is GMO. Man, this should be crazy. Okay, in India, and also see the Indian god with a cobra on his shoulder. In China, the emperors were called dragons. A dragon is nothing but a highly stylized snake. A dragon is nothing but a highly stylized snake. In Ethiopia, the kings were called Neg or Negus. The Neg or Negus is most certainly also the snake god, the snake energy, Kundalini energy from the spine that goes up and connects with the pineal. Sounded very much like the Indian Nag. The term Negus also means not only king, as Grammy Award winner rapper Kendrick Lamar famously pointed out, but could also really be translated as snake king or serpent king. The holiest religion book in Ethiopia is called the Kebra Nagast, known by many as the glory of kings, but should really be more properly translated as the glory of the snake kings. Check this out. Look at that. Let me check on my chat real quick. Y'all see this? Snake kings, snake gods. Peace, Maurice. Rod Hayes, the actor, sis. Rod Hayes is an actor. I think he was like part of like environmental. He was in some environmental agency, something of the sort. If it's someone else you're speaking of, sis, please let me know and tell me significance real quick. Definitely. Man, I'm clogged. This thing getting clogged up again. This one ear just keep getting clogged up. Lord have mercy. Okay, the Kebra Nagas translated means not glory of the kings, but glory of the snake kings or the serpent king. This means the Kebra means the glory of the snake kings or the serpent king, queen of Sheba and her only son Menelik, also known as Kebra Nagas, the glory of the serpent king. The first English translation from 1922 with 22 plates. You can order this. I'm not sure how expensive it is. If you're interested in that, you could definitely check that out. This is the oldest Ethiopian Bible right here, guys. Look at this. This is everybody keeps saying, oh, that Bible has nothing to do with us. I keep trying to tell y'all, stop listening to this nonsense. The Bible in its current sense and taking people into religion is definitely a total difference than what it was actually meant to be. It's literally our book. Like, really, I keep trying to tell y'all this. Sis says, as I continue my researcher seems that the snake and dragon coincides. Yes, the snake is a dragon. It's just if you look at a dragon, it looks just like a snake. It's just like it's more tweaked. like they said, they tweaked some of those Disney characters. It's just tweaked a bit. It has like the wings and it has some other little thing, but it looks just like a snake. So I remember when I was 18 years I wanted to get a tattoo of a big anaconda wrapped around my body. Wow. I know that's right, sis. That was a sign letting you know you are wrapped in that Kundalini energy. Ain't that something? Ain't that something, sis? This is the first Ethiopian Bible, okay? Some authors believe that the name Ethiopia was originally spelled Ethiops to mean the mountain of the serpent, not land of the burned faces, as many believe. Ethiops. Ethiopia was originally spelled Ethiops to mean mountains of the serpent. Okay? You guys get that? And this is the first Ethiopian Bible. It looks nothing like the Bible of today, right? You see it, right? Let me just make sure you guys can really see it. Do you see this? This is the Ethiopian Bible. It is not transcribed as the Bible that we are reading today. Okay? All right. We are told by Egyptologists that the translation of the word Nehishi is Nubian. This, I believe, is a wrong translation. The Egyptians did not use vowels. So Nishi would be more properly translated as Nash. I find this interesting because the word for serpent in Hebrew is also Nash. You guys getting this? Let's go back to that serpent, that Kundalini energy, the Kundalini energy rising. We're about to get to that 144. Y'all said, why Sister Soul named this? Who or what is the 144? Y'all just stay with your girl. Stay with your girl. You know I don't like to waste y'all time. Y'all know if I'm bringing some info, it's pertinent, right? It's beneficial, so let's get to it. I'm going to read this part again because I think it's very important for you guys to hear it, right? We are told by Egyptologists that the translation for the word Nahishi is Nubian. This, I believe, is a wrong translation, and the Egyptians did not use vowels. So Nahishi would be more properly translated as Nash. I find this interesting because the word for serpent in Hebrew is also Nash. Isn't that fascinating? There's a famous African-American writer by the name of Ta-Hishi Coates. I wonder, is he aware that his name does not mean Nubian, but serpent? I believe the Nubians were really known as the serpents. This would, in fact, make sense, being that these pharaohs from Nubia, Kush, had on their crown not one serpent like an Egyptian's, but two serpents. The Kushite gods, two serpents. You see this? They had two serpents. Like I'm getting double of this. What y'all thought? Wow, double of that. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that Aboriginal face. Beautiful, right? Okay. The Kushite serpent kings ruled from their capital in Napata, which I believe also means serpent because the word Nata is the word for serpent in Babylon. The similarity between the words Nata and Napata are very striking. There is a green snake in Africa called Natal. Also using the law of reversal, when one reads the name Satan backwards, it reads Natas or snakes. The Bible, let me read that part again. Also known, using the law of reversal, I did a whole explanation of the Nis energy with you guys. Nis and the Dip energy. I believe the title of that video was Nis. What is Nis? If I remember later, I'll put it in the comments on this after. You wouldn't need to really see that to get the understanding of the reversal of the religious words and, and putting them into practice against your mind, binding your binary coding and holding those portals closed. Okay. That's a very important video. I'll try and get to it and get it, for you guys in the chat if possible. The Bible was written during the descending age. So though truth is in the Bible, Though truth is in the Bible, however, they spin or code all the stories. Do you guys get it? The truth is in the Bible, but they spin and code all the stories. That does not mean that the Bible is not beneficial to us because it has a lot of information. It's shown me a lot of things to get me to where I'm at now. Opening my spirit, showing me things that I might not have been aware of before, so on and so forth. Let me check on my chat real quick. Yes, it's a script of righteousness. The book of Enoch is totally amazing. Yes, I might bring that out for you guys. I actually have a very, very old Bible, and it has all of the books in it, including the Apocrypha. It's very old. Like when you turn the pages, they're like literally crumbling. So I don't open it often, but I will take one day. I think I wanted to do this a couple of months ago and kind of go over some of the information in there because it is actual and factual to what was represented before a lot of the changes is what I believe. Even though there's some information in there that they didn't want in there. Yeah. Yes, the power of discernment is key nowadays. And I'm so glad I have y'all and y'all have me because listen, I have very good discernment. Not bragging on it, but I am connected. I do everything to keep myself connected. And this is why certain things have come to me and keep continually to just fall in my lap. When the information, I don't even have to look for it. Everything that I'm speaking on, talking on, it always just falls there, like literally. All right. Now, making the world snakes the bad guys. Actually, let me read that part again. Truth is in the Bible. However, they spin or code all the stories. Now making the world snakes the bad guy, which is not the bad guy. So now making the royal snake the bad guy. So who do they say? Satan is what? The bad guy. Satan is the horrible one. He's the demon. He's the evil one, right? The Anak, Nephilim, the Raphaim, which is the reptile of the Bible, as well as the Ab, are written to be negative. This essentially makes people all over the world hate themselves because all of their culture were derived from the snake. It just so happens the holiest site in all of Kush was a mountain called Jabal Berkel, which translates as the holy mountain, right? What made this mountain at Jabal Berkel so holy, one may ask? This is because the mountain was actually in the shape of a snake, the snake mountain. How the Egyptian and the Kushite pharaohs visualized the snake mountain. Let's show you guys that picture real quick. This is how they visualized it. It was like literally the snake is built into the mountain, like period. Okay, this is their visualization. Here it is. Okay, Snake Mountain. And, after deterioration over age and, with years and years of time, of course, it's, some of it's probably lost its shape, but you can kind of see it. Here it goes right here. You see it. We're going to watch this video, if it allows us to play it, guys, in just a moment. But I'm going to finish reading this next paragraph, and then I'm going to get on to some different information I want you guys to hear. Before getting off the page, I'll come back just so you guys can see the mountain itself. Just in case it starts to act stupid, I can kick it out. What I find even more shocking is I believe the derogatory word for African-American, nigger, may in fact be a twisted, cruel joke that hints at how far the former serpent kings have fallen. I say this because in Aramaic, Jesus was known as a carpenter, but the word for carpenter in Aramaic was nagar. Christ, the Christos, okay, we're going to get into that in a minute. Was Jesus also of the royal snake bloodline? These very serious implications will no doubt be too much for some people. So just pay attention. I want you to pay attention. These very serious implications will no doubt be too much for some people. Authors such as esoteric historian Philip Gardner has written extensively on this subject, in whose work I pull from the help to help me draw my own conclusions. Believe so. So let's take a look real quick. Mr. Philip Gardner. And look what he's got. Look what he's got. He's got the statue with him. That also is the I don't want to say the wrong name, but we just went to it. The Cushite time. Okay. I go so far as to say not only was Jesus viewed as a Nagar, of course he was a Nagar, but as an Afro-Asiatic Nagar at that, because he is not the being that they tried to assume, right? So we know, I'm gonna get into that in a minute. In fact, the interesting article written by Popular Mechanics magazine claimed that the popular opinion of what Jesus might have looked like with long, sandy blonde hair may in fact be wrong. Duh, of course. This made me think about the poem titled "Christ in Alabama" by the Harlem Renaissance poet Langston Hughes, when he says, "Christ is a nigger, beaten in black. Oh, bear your back. Mary is his mother, mammy of the South. Silence your mouth. God is his father, white master above, grant him your love. Most holy bastard of the bleeding mouth, nigger, Christ on the cross of the South." What that say to y'all? What that say to y'all? Let me check on my chat. What's up, chat? What's up? That intuition, that's right, sis. Yes, definitely, Maurice. Yeah, I am definitely we're gonna do that on Enoch. Enoch is such a powerful book. I don't know who's if you've ever read the book of Enoch, put it in the chat. You can find it. I know I have this old Bible, but it's in some. You can buy a book that has the book of Enoch. Many are called and few are chosen. Say it, brother. That's the truth. So when it comes to that, how many of you guys have actually read the book of Enoch? Even if you are not a religious person like myself, I'm not a religious person, but I definitely use that information because I know it's pertinent. I know it's been used against us. I know people don't get it or understand it because they have been taught that, oh, you can't use it to get your own understanding. Don't lean on the words for your own understanding. That's wrong. Okay, how can you consider that to be wrong if you don't believe in the Bible? That's like stupid. A person will say, I've literally had an argument with a person where they're like, how are you breaking that down? It says in the Bible, you're not supposed to, it's literal. You say it for it to be literal what it is, da, 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 da. You can't change it to your own understanding. Don't lean to your own understanding, you know, all these things. But wait a minute, whose understanding am I going to lead it to? I'm the one that's reading this book. What are you talking about? They'll say don't read it to your own understanding, don't twist it, you're not supposed to twist the word, so on and so forth. But if I don't understand how they can be so pertinent on me not twisting, as they say, the words, or me not reading the understanding of what the words mean. But they're believing that I can't change the words, but they say they don't believe in the Bible. Listen, get your mind right. You either believe what the Bible's telling you or you don't. What is it? I mean, come on, let's get it together here. I swear it gets crazy sometimes. The battles that you have to fight, people don't even know they be battling themselves. They think they battling me, but they battling their own self, their own mind. They're being stagnated. They think they hurt me when they're like, oh, we're not going to be bothered with you. We're not going to come over there, support you, this, and that. You're not hurting me. You're the one that's losing the information, babe. I mean, I'm good. Like, it's just sad that people don't lean on their inner standing. They lean on the outer standing. Their mind is just warped sometimes. From Nog to Nagar to nigger. How how far the black serpent kings have fallen, yet only soon to rise yet again in the drawing of the new age. In ancient Greece, the serpent was called Op or Ophis, most likely a corruption of Isis, whose real name was Aset, as she was the asp snake. Isis, Aset, was the asp snake. In Greece, the Orphites were those who were with the oracles at Delphi, who was called the Pythia, after the python snake. The oracle was a seer who could look into the past and the future. In ancient Canaan, and the Ophis or serpent was called the Ah. So I find it interesting that the magicians or the sorcerer of West Africa are known as Obeah. In ancient Canaan, the Ophis or Op serpent was called the Ah. So it's very interesting that the magicians or the sorcerers of West Africa are known as Obeah. One of the chief West African gods worshipped was the Obatala, who is also associated with a snake. In Haiti, followers of Abatala, when possessed, move on the floor like snakes. When they get possessed by the spirit, they move on the floor like snakes. There clearly was a connection between West Africa and places such as Egypt and Canaan. How else does one explain the etymological connection? A small African American group known as the Moorish Science Temple teach that West Africans are really descendants of the Canaanites. African Americans don't like to hear this, but the Bible says that the Canaanites would be cursed as slaves, and it was true, if only for a time. As I said in the beginning, the Bible also says that the last shall be first and the first shall be last. The last shall be first and the first shall be last. History is not linear, it's cyclical. Lord, I was thinking silicone. History is not linear, it's cyclical. Whose Ab from the royal snake bloodline were known to possess supernatural powers such as telepathy, hypnosis, levitation, and even telekinesis. And what else does this signify, guys? We've talked about this many times. What is it? The opening of the unveiling of the lifting of the veil. The lifting of the veil. Who recalls that information? What am I talking about? Who knows? King Kapala, grandest, bro. Peace. Who knows what I'm talking about? Who can tell me what I'm talking about when I say the lifting of eyes? I got a gift for you. What's up? Who knows what I'm talking about? I talk about this all the time. Who can tell me? Put it in the chat right now. When I'm talking about the unveiling, when I'm talking about removing the veil, what am I speaking of? First person to put in the chat, I got something for you. That's all I know. I want to know if y'all even paying attention. Do y'all be paying attention to some of the stuff I'm saying? Or is like I know my normal regular chat members, you guys are in here. I already know y'all know. But anybody that's kind of familiar, too familiar, do you know what I'm talking about? Say the unveiling. What is the unveiling? Put it in chat. Somebody put it in chat. What is the unveiling? I just want to know if you guys know. Y'all thinking, dang, what's Sister Soul talking about? She talking about a bunch of shit. What's she talking about right now? Let me tell you what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on now, y'all. How y'all forgot this? I talk about this all the time. Now, everybody I'm looking at in the chat, y'all done heard this a million times. Come on now. The photic retinopathy, the unveiling, the removing of the veil from your eyes from sun gazing. Come on, y'all. This is so important for y'all not to know that. Now I'm feeling sad. I need a minute. Hold on, man. Y'all know I get in my emotions. How do y'all not know what I'm talking about? Don't laugh at me, King of Power. Listen, y'all playing with me right now. Stop playing. Now y'all know that. Y'all knew that. Come on, y'all know I'm talking about that photic retinopathy. If y'all don't know that, and it is, yes, it's definitely the ascension to the higher everything. It is everything that we just talked about. Check it. Look, I'm gonna read this part one more time. Where is it? I just read something that literally is talking about it. Where are we at? Is it right before? Okay, I'm gonna get into it. Yes, okay, here it is. It's highlighted. Those from the royal snake bloodline were known to possess supernatural powers such as telepathy, hypnosis, levitation, and even telekinesis. I'm going to remind you guys, since nobody could remember. Lord, how do y'all not remember this? I bring it up a lot because I want y'all to know how important it is. I'm going to say it again. Here go this ear getting clogged up again. Lord have mercy. Okay, so when we read but go back and watch sun gazing video, guys. Please watch that video. You have to watch it. You must not have seen it if you didn't know what I was talking about. When it comes to the photic retinopathy, there's a veil of skin that is over the retina of your eyes. They call it photic retinopathy, and they say that it is a dismembering of that particular veil that is removed. And once it's removed, they say that it's an ailment. But I say, how's it an ailment? Because you then start to see orbs. You start to have more telepathic abilities. You start to pick up on telekinesis. Everything that they just said with the removing of the veil over your eyes, with the sun gazing that actually naturally removes it. Y'all, come on, y'all. Y'all got to be, man, I've been doing these videos. I've been putting in work. I've been putting in time with y'all to make sure y'all getting this information, man. And if y'all not getting it, I don't even know. I'm just lost. Like, dang, you doing all this for what? They don't even remember stuff that's important. And that was a small thing. The photoretinopathy, y'all could have just said the third eye, removing an eye veil, something. Shit, let me know y'all know I'm y'all with me. Y'all always on point now. Come on, chat. Y'all must need some Java. Do we need a little juice this morning? We need a little juice this morning. Let's get up, y'all. Let's get up. Wake up. What's up? Tom Jones, peace coming in. I see you, brother. Yes, peace. Yes, removing that false matrix of awakening, sis. Talk about it. That's what it is. Man, I thought I was about to be mailing out a gift this morning. See, I had something good for y'all. Since I had no sleep, I knew it. See, y'all. Okay. I give y'all a break. It's early. Your girl got in here. We started going at it early, and yeah, all of that. So okay. I give y'all a break then. I got you. Y'all know, y'all everything for real. That pineal gland, all of that. 12 cycles of the zodiac. We are now in the age of Aquarius. Yes, we're going into the Ophiuchus, which is after the Aquarius age. That is what's going on. That 13th constellation, that is now opening a new insight. Like what? Yes. Ascension to a higher consciousness. Yes. Revelation of truth, opening and the unveiling of the false matrix. I'm gonna have to get Sophia to come back on here with us and do a quick build just on some of that unveiling, because I've spoken with her about it, and she gets the photic retinopathy. She kind of understands what I say and what I mean by that. When you're looking at the medical implications, it is literally like, sis, bro, say I'm drunk. And laugh at you. Better laugh at yourself. Have you some fun. Right. The downloads, the grand illusion. Yes, all of that, bro. All of that. Yes, solar flash before the reset. Y'all better be ready. When that solar flash hits you, is it going to be beneficial or not? If you're not purified, right? If you're not cleansed of toxins and metals in your body and all of that stuff, it's not going to benefit you. You guys know that, right? This is why I keep talking to you guys about cleansing yourself, making sure you're purifying yourself, detoxing yourself, filling yourself with light. So when you're filled with light, right, when that solar energy hits you, you know what's going to happen? You're going to get those energies that are going to enlighten your binary code and your frequency, giving you all these things that we're talking about. This is so important, guys. I have been, when I say stress myself, I had to take earlier in the week off just to get my mind right. I have been so stressed with all this information. There's so much with this law stuff, with the spiritual stuff. The spiritual stuff out trumps the physical. But right now, there's a coincidence of these two things that are working against us. So we have to have control of these things. So I have been doing all, I know Empress Babe, I know you with me for sure. All my people, it's a bunch of y'all that's like facts. I already know. I ain't got to question it. But yeah, we got to get it going. Yeah, I need some coffee right now. I haven't had coffee in like 3 months. I have been so good. I swear, I woke up yesterday like I want a cup of coffee. I didn't have it, so I could possibly have it. I haven't had any in a while. I'm looking forward to it. You never seen the sun gazing videos, Tom? Oh man, yeah, you gotta go. It actually says sun gazing or benefits of sun gazing. That particular video, I talk about it a lot, but in this video, I literally broke it down because I always talk about it. So I said, let me do a video on it. I literally broke down photic retinopathy. I wanted everybody to see exactly what it is, the implications, everything. It is a very profound video. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of likes on that video. Which meant that a lot of people didn't see it. So I was saddened at that because it is a very important video. Yeah. Crazy part when you do these things unaccordingly, you give it to somebody else and you don't think you possess that. Mm-hmm. So hold on, guys. I'm trying to get this before we start to read it real quick because these comments, I don't want to miss anything important you guys are saying. I missed something somebody asked me last video. I was like, dang it. I be trying to catch them. I skip over them sometimes unintentionally. Yes, sis, exactly. People don't even take advantage of their mental telepathy. I do all the time. I do it to make people go with what I want when they're trying to treat me in an improper way. You know, then they're wondering like, damn, why did I turn nice on this lady? You better, because you might get something you don't need. You might get something you don't need. Be playing with me. I don't know what people be thinking. Sometimes I don't even activate these powers against people because they're not even worth it. I save my energy for other things that I need to make beneficial manifestations in my life. You know, you guys are able to do that as well. I'm gonna do a private meeting with Spiritual Enlightenment and show you guys manifestation. This is gonna be probably maybe April, the first week in April. I'm going to start taking people. A lot of you guys are in my email about what's going on with the law. We're definitely going to do that. We had that private meeting coming up. You guys have to let me know if you're going to do this meeting with Meech. I'm waiting on everybody's information. You need to send me your information. You need to let me know that you have your $100 donation. With the $100 donation, this is what he's taking. I'm not getting a dime. If you guys want to give me something, you can. You know, I don't ask. But if you want to be in on this meeting, because the dude does like 16 hours a day, this is going to be more of his time. He has to be paid for this, guys. Simple. He's going to answer any and all questions. I'm hoping that we can get some of our paperwork started, and then we can get into having him confirm what is good, right? So we're going to do that as well. All right, guys, let me get back to this. Blissness, Copper Goddess, just seeing you, babe. See, this is why I try to make sure I pay attention to my chat. Don't want to miss any of my people coming in this morning. Yes, definitely, bro. You already know I'm coming in there with all I can. Make sure y'all got it. Yes, bro. What's going on before I start reading, child? I'll put it in the chat. Just got to download. Let's get it, bro. I love downloads. Sis be having downloads. I'll be like, what? What's up, bro? What's the question, Chialpa? I'm sorry. What's the question, bro? He in jail. Hold on, sis. Hold on, sis. Hold on. Bring the info, sis. Bring the info. He in jail, sis. He ain't in jail, sis. He got a phone. I've called him. I've called him when he been like literally out, sis. Maybe he went to jail for something, but he got out, sis, because of the legal stuff. He literally just was on a flight. I literally was on a live with him. We were in Clubhouse the other night when he literally got on his flight. He was showing everything with the legal, with not wearing his mask on the flight. He literally was at the airport, sis. So I don't know what happened. Maybe there's something that happened last year where he was in jail, but he's not in jail now, boo. I promise you. You know, I ain't gonna bring nothing faulty that, you know. I didn't look. I'll say that. I don't know anything about people being in jail. I don't know how to look up if they're in jail, where they're in jail at, or any of that. But sis, if you got any pertinent information, you already know to bring it. But I can validate that. I have been on the phone literally with the brother while he was driving, got out his vehicle, went to a store, ran into a homeboy, got back in the car, we talking, chatting, I've been on the Clubhouse where they were live, and he was going through some issues at the airport with the paperwork they didn't want to take, so on and so forth. And yes. Yep. So yes, sis. Any other information you have, you know, maybe as far as like what happened, you could tell us that. I don't want to be too nosy, but you know. Jink yerba mate, origins of South America, high clean caffeine with a lot of minerals. Hold on, sis. Let me write that down. I never heard of that, babe. Hold on. Y'all hold the phone. Let your girl get this. I drink all type of tea, y'all. I do detoxes all the time. So let me try this. Yerba mate tea origins. Okay, I'm gonna check that out, sis. Thank you. I'm not familiar with that, but definitely will check that out, babe. All right. Yes, Mr. Dark. What's up, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. Peace. I ain't been seeing you, bro. You must have been very busy working hard. Hopefully you are safe and all. You already know. Peace, love, all perfect energy and everything. Yes, get some rest, boo. Get you some rest, Unica. Chat with you later, babe. Yes, email me, sis. Make sure you do, boo. You already know. They picked him up at the airport. Oh, okay. I ain't gonna say shit else, sis. I'm gonna wait till you email me. When you email me, yeah, we gonna get on this today, cause yeah. Well, shit, if he is in jail, damn, I hope I got enough of the information. I got a lot of it, y'all. I've been working. I've been up overnight in the chats. I got a lot of information from the other ladies, so on and so forth. Yeah. Oh, bro, you must have said something, I see. Hold on. Oh, you just got it down. Okay, so dark and let's see. Okay, bro said when the sun is darkened, let me highlight this real quick. When the sun is darkened and the moon gives no light and the stars fall from the sky, in heaven will appear the long promised sign that proclaims the Son of Man. That's actually an event that happens at the Aurora Borealis, bro. I don't know if you're talking about something similar to that. You want to jump and definitely explain that real quick. If that's what you're talking about, I'm not really sure. If that's what you're talking about, let me know. Wait, let me read it again to verify that actually. When the sun is darkened and the moon gives no light and the stars fall from the sky, gives no light, the stars fall from the sky, then in heaven will be the long promised sign that proclaims the Son of Man. Okay, sis. And stuff. It don't give you the quite. But if you can pop up real quick, just throw that out what you're talking about real quick because I want to get on finish this because I got another bit of information on this 144 I got to get to, which is the main meat of this. So let's see. I know that's right, bro. I know that's right. Between work and rest, get you some rest. Make sure you are sufficiently taken care of, bro. You already know. All right, guys, let's finish this up so we can get to this 144. It's gonna get a little deep. Ooh, this might have to be a part 2 because there's literally 2 other things I need to read to y'all. We are literally at how long is this? Ooh, we almost at 2 hours, guys. Dang, this gonna end up being a part 2. All right, guys, let me finish. I gotta stay out the chat for a minute. Let me get to this. It makes one wonder, did any of his influence George Lucas when he created Star Wars and has one of the most powerful Jedi names, Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi? I'm not saying that right. Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Obi is none other than the Ob, which in the word for snake, and Ben means son, the snake son of. One can easily see that the Obi-Wan Kenobi name means the son of the snake god. Wow. In the heat, and I told y'all that Star Wars is about us. They talking about us. Return that song or that information that they show in the beginning of the video. I wish I could remember what it said. I copied it before. In the time, damn, what does it say? Let me say. I said I wasn't gonna stop, so we don't get to that. But the information that they go over is talking about a lot of this. It's crazy. I was gonna do that in part 2 of the superhero. I'm still gonna do that because I gotta get on it. In the Bible or Hebrew Torah, the Ab is the name for the wizard or the spirits. King Solomon was said to be an Ab. Ab in Hebrew also means ventriloquist. King Solomon was a ventriloquist. By ventriloquist, because the Ab has the power to control or influence people like puppets. In Star Wars, the Jedi do all of this. The Jedi can hypnotize, levitate, move objects with their mind, and talk to the spirits. This is a Tirthankara. Abilities that people may possess as we start to ascend the Yugi wheel as we enter the age of Aquarius. Amiwen, making the stormtrooper obey, notice his hand making the OK symbol, which is the 666, known as the mark of the beast. We just showed that in the Shriva of the mark of Cain, but really the mark of those favored. Really the mark of those favored. Also notice the Jedi hoods. Make them appear as hooded cobras. You see? I gotta play this one, guys. Hold on. Let's just check this out real quick. Come on.
How long have you had these? About 3 or 4 seasons.
They're up for sale if you want them.
Let me see your identification.
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
He can go about his business. Move along.
Move along. Move along.
What y'all think about that? Crazy, right? Talking about those powers. Can or Khan in Canaan also means snake or snake blood. In Mesoamerica, the snake god was named Kukalan. This is the snake god from Mesoamerica, Kukalan. You guys familiar? ESP. Oh, you said about the bell. Oh, Chi Alpha. Okay, hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me go back. That veil. Now you're talking. That's what you're talking about. When the sun is darkened and the moon gives no light and the stars fall from the sky, then in heaven will appear the long promised sign that proclaims the Son of Man. Oh, when it comes to the unveiling, you're right, brother. Oh my gosh. Okay. I didn't even understand what you were saying, bro. Now I get it. You are right. That was a great download. Yes. So you're exactly right. So when the sun is dark and the moon gives no light, the stars fall from the sky, then in heaven will appear the long promised sign that proclaims the Son of Man. The unveiling gives you the orbs, the proper lighting that you'll be able to see. I keep telling y'all that veil actually, it allows you to see the orbs. You guys know when I take these pictures sometimes, right? Because of what I'm seeing, these orbs and things that are in the sky, you guys are also able to see them. You know, I've been talking about, said so many weird things about it, but this is like actual factual, like seriously. So a lot of these things, I can't help that, like, they're just right there. I had a lot of this unveiling done in as far as like the portal because of the incident with my eye. I lost my eye. So because of losing my eye, that unveiling, and if you guys know, these weird people with these what do you call it? Like the Masonic movements, all these different things, they always doing that covering of the eye, That happened to me naturally when I was a child, 10 years old, that eye. So when it happened, there was a large unveiling to me spiritually. I was like moved to an adulthood at the age of 10, just behind the accident. I don't even want to get into that. I've talked about it before. I've never got into that, but you're absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right, bro. I had an unveiling ever since. We got to chat about that later, sis. Empress, for sure. Yep. Talk about it. Yes, Chiapa, you're right. Surfing on the stick. This says surfing on the stick. Let me get through these real quick, guys. I don't want to miss anything important you guys says yet. The shaman. Disney just started what, bro? Disney just started the trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Wow. You got to be kidding me, Israel. Wait a minute. I got to write that down because I got to remember to look that up now. Hold on. Disney has a series of the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh my gosh. They know what time it is. That shit is a wrap for them. This is like crazy. Wow. Yep. Yeah. And you know why, right? Do you know? You guys know in December, Disney, they supposedly got his brought him back to life. We didn't hear nothing else about it. They were talking about it for months prior to that. They were bringing him back to life in December. They had his cells that they were bringing back. Talk about this weird crap. I ain't even bring too much attention to it. I mentioned it a couple of times, but yeah. Look at this. Pyramid of Kukulkan with the winding serpent. Look at this. Let me throw this up for you guys. Look at this. The winding serpent. They never show you this when You see this all the time. They never show you that there's a snake on the end of these things. Look, y'all see it, right? It's a snake with the mouth wide open, the tail hanging out. Mm-hmm. You never see that. They just show you the pyramid. The priests of Mesoamerica, especially among the Mayans, were called the Nacals, a play on the word Nag. The mound builders. The mound builders of Mississippi and Ohio would build their mounds in the shapes of snakes. Look at it. Look at the mound. Look at that. Look at that. You talking about crazy. Look at that. You can see it. The whole snake. The snake head, the tail round up, the head. You can see it. See it? Y'all see the snake mound? These are the snake mounds. Bianca Moya, welcome to the chat. Yes, welcome to the chat, sis. Appreciate you. White Falcon, I don't think I even seen you in here, bro. Wait. Welcome to the to the chat this morning, bro. I didn't even see you earlier. Peace. Ain't seen you in a minute. A snake and a turtle. You see a turtle? Hold on. Where the turtle at? Let me go look. Let me look. I see this. Okay, this is a tail. It looks like a turtle. Does it look like the turtle shell to you? It's beautiful. Either way, that's crazy though. We see it though. Y'all see it. They done put concrete. Look, they done put concrete around it so people could just walk around. We also see this kind of thing in Britain as well. At the megalithic site located in Avebury, it was built to be in the shape of a serpent as well. Let's check it out. Look. Circular serpent. I don't know if there's a serpent. This looks like more like a starport. This looks more like a starport. He says a serpent, but it looks like a starport to me. The megalithic snake ruins in Avebury. So okay, so now we can see it in black and white without all that. Still doesn't really look like a snake to me. I'm sorry. It could be. I mean, it looks like that circle snake that they were showing earlier. You could see all the mounds, so forth, the hills and stuff. So I don't know. I'm half and half on that. Possibly could be a snake mound. One cannot forget that the Druids of Ireland were known as the snakes. These were the sorcerer snake priesthood that St. Patrick was said to have chased out of Ireland. You see? There you go. This looks just like the first snake mound that we just looked at. It looks the same pattern, actually, with the 3 circles. Ireland has no snakes, so what are we talking about here? What happened to the Druids? And the same thing that happened to the Mayans, the Egyptians, West Africans, Native Americans, and the Indians. All of these, and you see right here, I wanted to say it, Native Americans and Indians. Native Americans and Indians are 2 different people. All of these ancient civilizations were ruled by kings and priests that came from the royal serpent bloodlines, and all of these civilizations were defeated during the last age of Pisces. But their slow decline really began after the global flood recorded in the traditions of Noah and Gilgamesh, and even the stories of the sunken civilization. I don't believe that myself. Obviously, the floods were the flooding out of certain lands, but it wasn't the whole entire planet. But I don't know. Civilizations of Atlantis and Mu. The age of Pisces is over. We have now entered a new age, and our Earth and Sun are now ascending as we move closer to the star side series. And you guys know, if you haven't known, you can go back on my this part right here. We know it's a bunch of nonsense. We see a few Africans they wanted to bring over, so on and so forth. You guys go back and check out the video I did on what did I just read? I wanted to say. The Ceres star, where you can see the moon and the Ceres star, like it is so evident. I mean, purely, there is no denying it. We're not going to read this entire article, guys. I'm going to put it in the chat because I want to get on to something else. I want to read this next couple of paragraphs. I'm gonna try to keep this down to at least 2.5, 3 hours. I want to read a little bit more of this other one. We may end up having to do part 2, guys, but I'm gonna get some of this other information in as well. The irony that melanated people who were once serpent kings, but now degraded as chattel slaves and niggers in America, the freaking nerves, while in colonial India forced to work for pennies as illegal snake charmers in the streets, should be lost on no one. It is now time for the ancient melanated serpent king to rise once again. Snake charming, for that matter, originated in Africa as the snakes were kept in temples. Viewed as reptiles associated with the sun, they were made to rise like the sun by way of music. From Africa, this tradition most likely later traveled to India, obviously. Let's check, let y'all see that. You know, we've seen this in movies where they'll show that the snake rising, you know, coming out the little thing, so on and so forth, with the music, the influence of music. This is why they say the devil has control over the music, this, and that, because the music actually signifies the vibration, the vibrato of energy rising. So when you think about it, that black energy, that black core energy that is in the pit of your spine, when that energy actually starts to rise, when your chakras are aligned and you are at the proper frequency, that energy actually starts to align. That black core energy in your spine starts to rise up. Jacob's ladder, it climbs the ladder, that ladder, which is the spine. You know how the spine bone looks. It's climbing. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. That way that song goes. Oh, gosh, my ear's so clogged, I couldn't even get that out. But anyway, as that energy, that black energy is rising, the kundalini energy is rising from the pit of your spine. There's literally a black goo that is in the pit of your spine that actually has an energy, and it starts to rise up, coming up. It connects with your pineal gland. We're going to get into that. Let me read this last paragraph, and we're going to go into that 144. The question I want to stress is, where does the snake or the serpent symbolism even originate from to begin with? It is my belief that the snake symbolism is really a recalling of extraterrestrials that visited our planet in the past. As shocking as this may sound, the extraterrestrial, according to the Dogon legends, came from the Star Series. I've talked to you guys about this before. And were both amphibious and reptilian. These extraterrestrials mated with certain members of the human population that, and mind you, when we're thinking about this, the extraterrestrial, according to the Dogon legends, came from the Star Series and were both amphibious and reptilian. What does this talk to you about? This shows you or reminds you of that story in the Bible of Eve going to the tree, right? Eve went to the tree, you know, she's supposedly, the snake talked to her. He was so cunning. He was this, he was that. And then, you know, they had this relationship where she was enlightened, like he straight woke her up, right? Okay. So when we thinking about that with the Dogon tribe and everything that they explained as far as the extraterrestrials coming, the particular energy from that Sirius star that came onto the planet, which would be the Nephilim mating with those of the past, the Dogon tribe. They were here and they were connected. So the mating, right? Okay, let's go on. These extraterrestrials mated with certain members of the human population that allows them to telepathically influence and guide them by way of their reptilian pineal gland. This type of concept is similar to what people may call a guardian angel, or more appropriately, reptilians like guardian aliens. Philip Gardner calls the psychic state the hypnagogic, and the guise of Egerio, meaning to be awake. I personally have experienced this sort of thing through vivid dreams, lucid dreaming, traveling in your dreams. A lot of you guys may experience that. And having a strong intuition, as well as picking up on odd synchronicities. I experience with nature. This is why Ab means both snake and spirits. Because if you come from this royal serpent bloodline, you can communicate with them extraterrestrial spirits, and they can communicate with you. Binary coding, frequency, energy. It's important to note that serpent blood has nothing to do with skin color, because people have intermixed for years. Both black and white people, all alike, can carry this serpent blood, as well as the powers and the wealth that comes with it. In fact, it was the white serpent kings who ruled during the age of Pisces. The irony is that they play an important role in aiding the shift of power during the new age. Anything negative even has a purpose. Anything that you may consider that it's not beneficial, so on and so forth, it still has a purpose. All right, guys, hold on 1 second. Let's get into this next document real quick. And I may not finish the whole thing, guys, but I'm definitely gonna get to most of it, okay? Again, bloodlines, that's right. So, let me take a drink, guys. We're gonna take a quick break. Let's do this. I just need to rest a minute. My ears clogged up. I'm trying to get this done because it's been like I've been missing. This week when I didn't do lives for a couple of days, I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting this info. I feel like I need to just get it out. My sis like, girl, you need to relax, get your mind right. You can't always be worried about getting this information out to these people. You know, they're gonna pick up on what they need to, so on and so forth, which is so true, sis. I appreciate that. Let me play my boy this morning. Flesh and Blood. Let's play Flesh and Blood. Hold on. Yeah, my Bluetooth not turned out because I wasn't working it. We're going to play this one song, guys, while I take a quick 2-minute break here. After that, we'll resume with the reading of God's Chosen, the esoteric meaning of the 144. Let's get to it.
Depot on the beat. I couldn't believe it, even when not an eye, and I still couldn't see it. This is much deeper than flesh and blood. Nigga, we fighting demons. Been double dead by the devil, and I'm still in the field. Now you get to watch me get it up out of the mud. I couldn't believe, even when I was out of eye, I still couldn't see it. This is much deeper than flesh and blood. Nigga, we fighting demons. I've been double dead. Tell it all, Trump. Now you get to watch me get it up out of the mud. Now y'all get to see me without a mud. Everything that I do won't be out of love. And I'm talking all out of love. And I'm sick of my name when we getting drugged. But no, I ain't. All of this money and you not pursuing it. All of this time you don't know what to do with it. Counterproductive and counterintuitive. Why you be acting like you already knew to it? Straight from the gutter, boy, we getting sewer. As soon as we get it, you know we gon' move it. With all of this money I made from the block, get out the game and invest it in stocks. Bought me a whip, get the rest of it up. When you saving on stuff and it messes them up. When we'll be fine, we'll be stay on our grind. All of my niggas is stepping it up and they foot on our neck and no letting it up. We love with the plan, believe in the battle. My son is a scientist, he's splitting atoms. Need us more geniuses. I know we got them. I know it's in us. I'm breaking it out. I know ain't perfect. I'm making them out on Capitol Hill and I'm bringing them out. The path that I'm on should nobody follow. I couldn't believe it, even when not an eye, and I still couldn't see it. This is much deeper than flesh and blood. Nigga, we fighting demons. About the devil, and I'm still in the field.
Still undefeated. Can't defeat it.
I couldn't believe, even when I was out of eye, I still couldn't see it. This is much deeper than flesh and blood. Nigga, we fighting demons. I've been double dead by the devil, and I'm still undefeated. I get to watch me get it up out of the mud. We fall out on this road this longer. Fighting each other won't make us no stronger. How these niggas been fighting this longer? I'm at my worst and ain't getting no wronger. No change of signs, I'm making it through. I flip a chair or a table or two. They won't believe what I'm able to do. I'm making these movements. This is a new movement. My dog got the gate and I'm racing the niggas. I'm getting too late and my vocab was doobies. On my way up and I break through your roof. Shot for the moon and it made me a star. Got so much drive I can make it tomorrow. So can't promise today that I'll make it tomorrow. Every time that we make it, it's to pay what we borrow. It's to pay what we borrow.
Hey, fire. Out of the blue, fire.
How these niggas been fighting this longer? I'm at my worst and ain't getting no wronger. No change of signs, I'm making it through. I flip a chair or a table or two. They won't believe what I'm able to do. I'm making these movements. This is a new movement. My dog got the gate and I'm racing the niggas. I'm getting too late and my vocab was doobies. On my way up and I break through your roof. Shot for the moon and it made me a star. Got so much drive I can make it tomorrow. So can't promise today that I'll make it tomorrow. Every time that we make it to pay what we borrow. It's to pay what we borrow.
that part back. What y'all think? What y'all think? Y'all ready? Y'all ready to get into it? Y'all ready to get into it? All right, let's get to it. The chosen. The chosen one. The chosen. Let's talk about the number of petals in the body. Petals. You are just like an herb. You are a part of this system. You are photonic energy. So, when it comes to the number of petals, there's 4, there is 6, there is 10, there is 12, there's 16, there's 96, and there is 1,000, giving us the 144 in the mind. Making sure that you are balanced, getting your pineal gland purified, clarified, so that you are able to come into your true self. In the ancient mysteries, there was always an esoteric and exoteric meaning to the things. Global warming, coronavirus, unemployment, racial tensions at an all-time high. One may even start to wonder, are we living in the last times? This was often talked about in the book of Revelation. In the book of Revelation, we are told to look out for the cherubims wearing the face of the ox, eagle, bull, and man. We are told to listen out for trumpets, as well as the 4 horsemen and the cracking of the 7 seals. We are also warned of plagues to come. We are also told, cracking of the 7 seals, breaking down portals, barriers, blah, blah, blah. Let me go on. We are also warned of plagues to come. We are also told that God will look out for a special chosen 144, who he has sealed with a mark on the forehead. God will look out for a special chosen 144 who has sealed with a mark on the forehead. This is from Revelation 7:3-4. You can read that. Now, signifying the pineal, signifying the reaching of the 144 through one's personal being, aligning your chakras so that you have the perfect petals of the frequency of binary coding released within you, the light coding frequency that takes you to the 144,000 petals. Let's keep going. Saying, 3 saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the serpent of our God in their foreheads. Sealed the serpent energy, the supreme servants of God in their forehead, which is the pineal. And I heard the number of them which were seated, and they were sealed. The number of them which were seated, and they were sealed, in 144,000 of all the tribes, the children of Israel. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. They were sealed within them, the 144. Okay? Stay with me now. Many have debated that the seal is the mark of the beast, yet others have said it is not. I say it's not. However, what is clear is that there is a seal on the forehead for the ones chosen, and their number are 144,000. Revelation 7 has been important to many Christian groups who have been trying to interpret the last days. But if they're under religion, the religious aspect, they're not going to be able to interpret this, right? They don't have the discernment because they are in a Nis spirit. They're in a Christ Nis spirit. The spirit of sin. Sin is Nis. Nis is a overbearing spirit, which is the Christ spirit that is an interpretation, the holographic spirit that they use, the Christ spirit, to go against your physical being, to keep you from ascending and bringing your energy to full force, climbing the ladder and making it a straight climb so that you are hitting your pineal, so that that is opened up to pure enlightenment, all binary code, all frequency. Everything that is impure in the body is purified, is cleansed out, and you are now operating off of pure light. Right? Okay. Especially the Christian sect known as the Jehovah's Witness. Most Christian groups see the number of 144 as symbolic, but the Jehovah's Witnesses take the small number of these chosen quite literally. The Bible scholars also point to Revelation 14, 1-5 for more clarity. Let's get to that. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him on 444,000 having his father's name written on their foreheads. Now, we talked about this many times. What is it being the Christ written on the forehead? That's the pineal, the pineal. That would be the unveiling, the unveiling over the eyes, removing the veil. You guys hear in the Bible where it talks about removing the veil from one's eyes, removing the veil, which is the photoretinopathy. The photoretinopathy actually removes the veil. It allows telepathic energies. It allows orbs to be seen. It allows you to be able to pick up on other colors that you're not able to visibly see normally when the veil is on your eyes. Even colors, even orbs, even light energy you're able to see. Even picking up on telepathic energy, even being able to use telekinesis. Listen, this shit's so real. Yo, this stuff's so real. Man. It'd be so phenomenal to me that it's just lightly taken. People don't really get it, not accessing this stuff. I keep trying to tell you. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, on the frequency of sound, and as the voice of great thunder moving through your body. Your body is water, mostly water. So if there is something you hear from heaven, the voice of many waters, that would be the frequency or the sequence that is within you, that is opening, the unveiling. The thunder that roars, which is the blood racing through your body, which has the plasma energy that actually gives the enlightenment of crystal, Christ-like in the pineal. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, string, the harp, the string, the heart is string, the heartstrings, pumping the heartstrings. You guys heard the heartstrings? Oh, the strings of my heart, the strings. Yeah. The heartstrings are the harp strings. I'm just listening. I don't know if y'all hear me, but pay attention. And they sang this as it were a new song before the throne. A new song before the throne. The vibration, the frequency, the sequence. The plasma actually oscillates. It is moving at like 1,000 miles per hour. It's moving so fast. It's like zoom, 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 zoom. You cannot even measure light speed like that. Imagine it moving through your body, through the plasma energy that is in your blood. It's a new song before the throne. When that blood raises through you, when that Kundalini energy starts to rise, that is because it is oscillated through to the copper melatonic frequency that is absorbing the light energy, and it actually gives energy, 15 volts of energy to each one of those cells, and actually helps it to oscillate that energy. So the more you learn, the more information you get, the more empowered you are. These things actually open up light coding, binary coding within you. That light coding actually oscillates, sending the crystallization to your pineal gland. Now your pineal gland open, therefore receiving light, retrieving light. The orcus is the orb, the aura around you, which is actually your protection. That's your protection field. That protects you from mist, from the sin, from the things that are protruding to your body to actually take you outside of self and into the flesh. Okay. And before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000. You can't learn it until you reach the full Kundalini rising. Once you have your alignment and you have the perfect petals, right? Once you start with the four, down and about, I'm sorry guys, I don't know all the names of the chakras. I don't deal with names that often. I know the heart chakra, the stomach chakra, the root chakra. I believe this is the root chakra, actually. The root chakra is the 4. Then we're going to the polar plexus, I believe, which is the 6. Then the 10, I'm not sure, guys. I know the 12 is the heart chakra. The 14 is the throat. The 16 is the throat chakra. The 96 is the pineal, bringing all together in a perfect alignment, climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. As we're climbing Jacob's ladder, the combination of climbing, ascending through your chakras, actually creating a perfect balance and the sequence within yourself, right? You create that climb to the top of the ladder, giving you the full 96, and it's times 1,000, bringing you to the 144,000 petals, okay? Which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. Those were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb, and in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of God. I'm still working on that. Man, I get angry sometimes. My words, my mouth, people get on my nerves. I still have a lot of work. So I know we all have a lot of work. We are in this together. We are all trying to make sure that we are rising up to our what is needed. Basically rising up to ourself, balancing ourselves, climbing the ladder, reaching the ascension point to where the crystallization gives us that protection aura, where you're able to actually transcend or ascend outside of the physical body. I haven't talked about this a lot, but this is so possible. It's like crazy. Okay, these 144,000 are seen in the verse above with the Lamb, who many believe is Jesus. They are the only ones who can hear and understand God's songs. We understand it. We hear. We talk about it all the time. Let me check in with my chat and see what y'all feeling right now so far. What y'all feeling right now? How y'all doing over here? Y'all know I'm over on that page, so y'all know I'm not ignoring y'all. Y'all know we just get into it. Yes, fairy tales. That's right, bro. We living in a fairy tale land. That's why they launched the DNA 23 kits. Yep, that's right. Trying to reach it. They trying to tap in. They want to tap into that energy because why? They need it. They need it for all the foul things that they're doing on this particular planet in this realm. So they're tapping into the energy of these people by having them take that back thing. And when they take that, their DNA is now aligned with them on their system. Okay. I wonder if it's more than it says. I wonder if it's more than 144K. It's not a number of people, sis. What it is that it's you. It's each person. It is definitely more, if that's the question, babe. It is so many more. It's all depending on who's willing to take the steps to reach that particular enlightenment phase. If they can reach that particular enlightenment phase, there could be like billions. It just depends. Reaching that 144 is the purification or the clarification of the climbing the Jacob's ladder, of the orb. The orb we read on the other articles talking about the aura, the snake energy, right? That snake energy, the aura. You always hear people talking about the Taurus field, the aura. When we read in the Tirthankara, it told you about this energy as well. These things are so important. So that aura, or bringing your aura or Taurus field to the proper sequence or frequency, that is the 144, sis. That's taking you to the 144 in the mind, the crown chakra, the crystallization of the mind, the crystals that is expanded upon within the pineal that actually explodes those crystals and gives you the protection around you. Let's see. Bro said, I've literally dreamt of light passing through the sky above the clouds going into a couple of Yes, it's good. Listen, because we are in tune. If you are in tune, some of these things you're going to see and you're going to know some. You're not going to be like, oh, what was that? And keep it moving. These things are going to be important to you. The aura, yes. Yes, aura, the aura. Grand to you, aura. The aura, exactly. Hey, would you like to know your ancestry beginning? Then, hey, take this shot and later, why your plasma so important, y'all? That's the question. Also known as the gene. Who the F are you? Do you know who you are? Say it, bro. That's right. They need it. They need it. Do you know what? Since I moved to Texas, guys, I think I mentioned this before. When I tell you there are blood plasma banks all over the place. One of the girls, a girl I met here, she was like, girl, she was like, oh, I'm like, you're going to the plasma bank. I'm like, girl, you should not be doing that there. I said, they're collecting the blood plasma, because that is literally the life. That's the light energy. That's why it's so important. I said they're paying you for that. Do you know they give these people up to $900 a month for them to come and donate their blood once a week? When I say sick, this is sick. Who's making the geniuses feel like degenerate? Sounds like projection to me, and we all know who's projecting on us. Say it, bro. Exactly. Makes you fly in your dreams. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. If you listen, if you are in tune, if you are aligned, right, you are actually able to transcend in your dreams. You can travel. You can time travel in your dreams, literally. Man, this stuff gets so deep, man. You got to really tune yourself in. You got to tune yourself in, bro. Said a couple of months back. I told you could feel your blood going through your veins when you typed it in. Yep, you can. You definitely can. When you're speaking, you guys know when you're talking right now, just nobody's very around you guys, just listen to me. Start talking, start speaking very fast, talking about something that's important to you, thinking about something that's important to you. You're going to feel the blood rising. You're going to feel the energy in your blood just starting to move profusely through your veins. It's natural. Because you're the cause of it. You're the one that makes it rise. You're the one that makes that energy flow in whatever way you want to. So you're creating or manifesting the energy around you at that point in time, depending on what you're saying, your vibrations. I told you, when you're spewing atoms out of your mouth, you are formulating or materializing what you want to happen. Yes. Alchemy. Magic. I use alchemy all the time. I have natural nature healthcare business. I heal people, like literally. I have people call me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I knew this product was gonna work, but I didn't know it was so great." Like literally, this is facts. You have to know the proper things for your body. You know what's going on. I do all customized detoxes for specific organs to make sure that they are regenerated the way they should. Because a person say, "Oh, take a detox." A detox for what? I might take a detox and it's going to cleanse my body, but it's not working on my heart, which is where I need the issues at. It's not working on my lungs where I need the issues at. It's not working on my kidneys where I need the issues at. It's not working on the things I need to have cleansed or purified. So you have to make sure that you're using the alchemist process in order to purify yourself organically and naturally. Yep, that's right, bro. All I wear is bright colors. They might call me or think I'm a Puerto Rican, a dark Puerto Rican. Look, I love colors. And you have to know what color is right for you guys. You have to make sure that when you get up, don't just pick anything. "Oh, I'm going to wear this." Take your time. Have your spirit speak with you and think of what you would like to wear, the color that you want to represent that day. There's certain colors that the colors actually align with numbers. I'm going to do a video on numbers coming up. They always come, "Oh, when numbers, who started numbers?" They love to have these arguments about stupid stuff. But I'm going to do a video about the numbers and the numbers sequence and the colors that certain numbers represent, things of that nature. I think that may be important as well. When vibrate with yourself in your own energy, when you're picking out something that you want to wear and put on your body, you're actually clothing yourself with all the sensitivity. Mostly all of your senses are controlled by the senses of your skin, right? So when you're putting on clothes, I told you guys, I really looking. If I could walk around naked and it wasn't illegal, that's what would happen. Because we are binded or constricted by these clothing. I talked about this before when I was telling you about the crisscross, the pattern, that pattern of the crisscross. When the stitching of clothing, I don't care what it is. People are like, "Oh, I'm wearing all cotton, I'm breathing." Nah, that helps. Yeah, definitely cotton. I have to say that's the best thing to wear. But even with cotton, it's restricted because of the pattern. There's a pattern. There's a sequence. There's no direct penetration to the skin for the sun to be able to meet you and actually connect and have that sequence of the frequency that is binary and being able to flow fluently. Yep, greater version of yourself. You ain't lying, bro. Manifesting and creating. That's right. That's right. That DNA, that sequency. Yes, snake's tongues. It's power in the tongue. Power in the tongue. The manifestation of things that are great or endeared to us, or that can be destructive. That's right. We are the creators, sis. You already know. Salute, sis. Peace, Elizabeth. Brandis, babe. Hope you had an awesome evening and waking up to the perfect energy, babe. For sure. There's a color for every day. Yes, it is a color for every day, sweetheart. And I'm not familiar with them, but Cosmo Kid, she's gone over it with me many a times. I just don't remember. I didn't write it down, but you can definitely look it up. So if you're wearing the proper color for that day, it may be beneficial, but I think it's more beneficial to tune into yourself to see what area you need to work on. You may need to work on your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your whatever chakra. As I told you guys, I don't know the names off the top of my head. I don't want to look it up right quick, but as you're working on a chakra, you say that you're having some things going on with your stomach or with your heart. You're going to wear the colors that are specific to those particular areas because you want to uplift those areas. So you want to wear something, a color that would be beneficial to you to bring you out of a state. If you're going through something and you're having some issues and you need to create a balance somewhere that you don't currently have, what you would do then is tune into a color that will help to rise that frequency. Okay? That's right. Yes, sis, tell me, girl. Listen, I'm telling you, sis, I can't stand it. I like to listen. That's why I can't wait till it start getting warm out again, man. I go outside, I got to put on all these clothes. I got to put on coats. This, I'm like, man, with all this stuff. Yes, sis, you definitely got to run it back, boo. You already know. I'm an earth tone color myself, sis. Yes, I love grays and like mauve colors, greens. I also love pastels. I also love bright colors. I think I am just very versatile. I have a lot of different colors that I like. Grand Rises, Lady Sun Vibes. Peace. Welcome, sis. Thanks for coming through. All right, guys, let's get back to this. This thing getting long. Let me see. Oh, we got 2.5 hours. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to, let's get it. Okay, where we at? All right, let's start this over and then I'll continue on. These 144,000 are seen in the verse above with the Lamb who are believed in Jesus. They are the only ones who can hear and understand God's songs. As we just talked about what those songs are, the songs are the vibrations, the vibrato of the plasma moving through your body, actually giving you that particular energy, right? That is the song. That is the Jesus walking on water. Jesus walking on water, the Christos energy walking through the water. And it says that their words were without fault. There are some that believe that these 144,000 will be the priest kings that help bring the new age. I believe that both Revelation 7 and 14 are very heavily coded with information. And what people think they mean are very different from their actual meaning of what I said. As with most things, there is the exoteric meaning and then the hidden esoteric meaning. As I told you guys before, that book is about our cosmos, the cosmetic energy, the cosmetics. You know, when they talk about, oh, lady, get your cosmetics. Oh, the cosmetic line. That's the imitation. That's like the covering that they use to actually cover your pores, to cover your beautiful melanin. You're putting makeup. Guys, I am 50-something years old. I have never worn makeup other than maybe for a special occasion once. And I could count the times on one hand, not two, but one hand that I wore makeup in my life. Like, seriously, this is no joke. There's a covering. The cosmetics is a cosmo covering. It actually is a shield that's put on your skin that actually keeps you from being able to be penetrated with the sun. And also the hair. There's a lot of different, hair products. The same thing. You know, I'm gonna do that on AK Randall's Natural Nature, get into the hair, skin, and stuff. I have a video planned for that maybe the next couple of weeks. I am building my life coach channel. If you guys have not subscribed, make sure you go and subscribe to my life coach channel. I'm going to be putting specific information there, as I said, and I'm going to put specific health information on my AK Randall's Natural Nature page. So make sure you guys go and find both pages and make sure you tune in so you're not missing anything that's important, because I'm going to make sure I try to keep things very organized. It'll help me in my head to be organized what I'm doing, because I've been like overwhelmed with trying to get this information out. There's still so much I want to get out to you guys, and there's not enough time in the day. Like, literally. As with most things, there is an exoteric meaning and then the hidden esoteric meaning. First, I want to say that the seal on the forehead is the mysterious pineal gland. Didn't I just say that? That mystics use to communicate with the unseen forces, which we use to communicate with the unseen forces, which are what? The spiritual elements of ourself, the inner self, right? The homunculus, look it up. The homunculus is the man in the jar, little man in the jar, which is the jar of your head, which has also been used and manipulated to create incubated and test tube babies due to certain cells, stem cells, right? The pineal gland has a mysterious gland, part of the mystery religions of both the Egyptians and the Hindus. The Hindus' religion comes from the Tirthankara, the Buddhist religion that they had taken over when moving them from the lands, removing the removal of the people from the lands, moving over, creating a new land, landing in India, the Hindus, to take over the area there of the Indian Tirthankaras. Whole nother story, but we've gotten into it before. You guys got to go back. But also known as the elect among other cultures around the world as well. Even the Vatican is aware of this mysterious gland. Don't let them fool you. You know they know it shit, because what? They got to follow the ruling of what the people keep having the mistake that, oh, you know, these white people are ruling us. And I keep listen, these white people don't rule shit. They think they don't have enough. I don't want to get into that. But listen, they are being ruled. They are under the control of the people that are actually in ruling. The Roman governance, the Black Romans, the Jesuits of Rome, our people. They're the rulers. Everybody keep saying who's ruling, who's controlling. They're the ones that are ruling and controlling. Not these white people that they have playing a role. These people work for them. These people are playing a role. Man, I keep trying to get into this stuff with y'all, man, but y'all got to realize this is just some absurdity. They just want us to be binded with lies. Yes, hair is air, sis. Hair is air. Hair is air, energy, ether. Hair is pure ether. Curtis, peace. I don't know if I saw you earlier. I love coloring all different shades and literally sit there the night. Yes, I love it. I got, man, don't even talk about it. And wait till the summertime, man. I love colors. Okay, sis says the human weave hair comes from sources that folks have no clue what the sources are. I did a video on it, I believe, a couple of months ago. They actually use yak hair. They use animal hair to make the hair, and they'll tell you it's human hair. They're disgusting. Imagine wearing the animal's energy on you. Do you guys know that when you wear even the human hair, this is non-beneficial spiritually. When you wear the hair, right, there's energy in that hair. When a person cuts their hair off, their life is in that energy. That energy is in the hair. Their life, energy, hair is all in the hair. The air in the hair. So when you're putting that hair on, you're taking on other spirits. You're taking on other energies. Do you know when you get your weave done, you get the hair, ooh, be like, oh, you in the mirror, you flinging in, you just feel some type of way. It's like, oh, I feel this, I feel good now. I feel like a different person. I'm a new person. You are. You've taken on the damn spirit of somebody else. Shit. Literally. People don't even get that. I've talked about this before, man. This is deep. If you are doing that, make sure that you are purifying that hair, ladies. Not says, I mean, I wear weaves here and there. I know what to do though. I get a tub, right? Just for the ladies out there that like to wear their weaves when I do wear it. I fill my tub with hot water. I take 2 cups of vinegar and put in it, and I soak the hair for at least 4 hours, if not overnight. You soak the hair, and what it does is removes all residue and energy from the particular hair. Once you've done that, you take it out, you rinse it very well, thoroughly, put you a little bit of conditioner on it, ladies, and you let it air dry. At that particular time, you may take you some sage, you may take you a little bit of Palo Santo, you may take you dragon's blood sage is my favorite, and do a little bit of a ritual over it to make sure that it is purified and cleansed before you put it on your scalp. I just want to say that. Totally off subject, but that's right. Hair is an extension of our nervous system. The follicles actually, the hair follicles, guys, whether you know it, it actually connects to the neurons in your brain. Your hair follicles, if you get an infection in your hair from like the weeds or any type of scalp infection, it can actually cause issues to your brain's functioning. because it immediately sends negative aspects of energy to your brain, because the hair follicles are connected to your brain's neurons, which is a certain electricity. What's this, bro? Some photos. Them some photos you want. Send it to the email, bro. You know I can't get it from the chat. I can't pull it from the chat when I'm on the live, bro. You got to send it to the email. Send it to the email, and then I can get it real quick. PH, Grandis, bro. Gratitude to you as well. You already know. All love, all love. That's right, Mama Nature. The Papa Spirit. Mm-hmm. Dragon's Blood. Yeah. Oh, yes. You like that too? Yes, Dark Brother. That's mine. That's my favorite. I got all kinds. I don't even lie. I use Palo Santo sticks. I use white sage. I love white sage too, guys. White sage. I use the Dragon's Blood sage. I use rosemary. I use frankincense. Oh my gosh, frankincense and myrrh is one of my favorites. You have to get the pellets though, and you use them on an oil burner. When I say purification, frankincense is an air purifier, guys. Snake plants are air purifiers, guys. Get snake plants and put them in your home. Burn some frankincense. Use some sage or Palo Santo. These things that purify your house and get certain energies out of it each day. Open your door and just remove that shit. All right. No problem, Curtis. You're fine. You're fine, bro. Granted, you already know. Say it, sis. Sis said hair all up. Sis got a download. Shit. What she said. That part, boo. Sis said hair also proves that you are the hair. Correct. If you have the 9 ether hair, then you know you are the heir to the throne, to that 144. To the pineal, the 9 ether hair that actually connects to your brain and helps you when it comes to the enlightening of your crystals in your pineal as well. Say it, sis. Yes, bro. You already know I love. Yes, oils, herb. Listen, bro. That's me too. I got stuff. Man, y'all don't even. I'm gonna show y'all all my stuff one day. Just like everything I use, like it's even right here. I got stuff here. I got like candles, even candles, guys. I buy all kinds of candles. Rosemary. You know, man. I should give something away today. I might. Yes, snake plant, sis. Exactly. If you guys looked at on my community tab, go to my community tab, guys. I'm going to be doing a video on AK Randall's Natural Nature. I'm giving away 3 gifts. Make sure you participate in that. Make sure you guys are there for that video. That live's going to be phenomenal. I'm going to be going over a lot of information, and I'm going to be doing a gift just to open up that page on the healing information. I'm going to be doing a lot over there. So let's just get ready to do this right, guys. I am in proper standing to make sure that my people straight, they right in all areas. You need a little something going on in your family life. Get it, child. What is it, bro? What is it, bro? What came through? He said, I like that. Okay, y'all, let's get back to it. Yeah, guys, I know there's so much I wanted to show you guys, like I said, and even here, look, y'all, everything that they use, all of their staff, they had the same thing, the pineapple. Look how evil they look. They don't even look. I don't even want to get into that, but look, y'all see it. This is the pine cone. They have this on all of their staff, all of them, every single one. Okay, it gets its given name. The pineal, like a pine cone, the pineal gland, because of the shape like a pine cone. The cracking of the 7 seals. The cracking of the 7 seals is the cracking of the 7th chakra. All right. Remember I said we're going to get into that, the 7 seals. So in Revelations, it talked earlier about the 7 seals, cracking of the 7 seals, the coding. That is the end of times, the end of time as you know it, the end of time as you know in the physical realm, extending or ascending the density so that you're able to actually create the proper density in your mind and collect your thoughts and to be able to bring yourself to the Christos of the 144, right? That is the cracking of the seven seals, the seven chakras. Once they are cracked and the aura is cracked, those crystals in the mind, literal crystals in the minds, guys. There's literal crystals in the mind. The crystals in the mind are calcite microcrystals. I want you guys to look that up. Let me put it in the chat. I want you guys. I hope you guys don't think when I'm talking about things, I'm just like, oh, let me say this because it sounds good, or any of the thing of the sort. But when I talk about stuff, guys, it's because it's actual factual, and I want you guys to check it out. Calcite microcrystals. They are literally in our brain. They're also in our lungs, guys. Right? They're in our lungs. They're in our brain. So when you're getting these things purified and you're climbing that Jacob's ladder, and when you're cracking the seven seals to be reached upon in the aura of your mind, that dome, the king dome, coming to the serpent energy, the Kundalini energy that is risen past the seven chakras to be now to its full capacity of the 96 times 1,000, you are going to get your 144. How you like that? How you like them apples? Okay, let's get to it. Okay. I'm going to read that part again to keep it moving. The cracking of the seven seals is the cracking of the seven chakras that release what is known as the Kundalini energy that allows the pineal gland or the third eye to become activated. Activated. In Kundalini, the seven chakras or the energy levels, didn't I tell you it's your energy levels, are each assigned a number of flower petal. And when you add the chakras, the 1 through 6, you get 4, as we just showed you. I think he's going to go with which ones. Yes, he's going to say the names here. It's going to help me out. I got to get that together. The 4, the 6, the 10, the 12, the 16, plus the 96 is the 144 times 1,000. What? Y'all see that? 1 through 6, you get the 4, the 6, the 10, the 12, the 16, the 96 to the 144. This is amazing. Y'all see it. What is even more amazing is if you add the final 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra, which is assigned a value of 1,000. If you then take that 1,000 and you multiply it by the 144, you arrive at the 144,000. If you take that 1,000 and multiply it by the 144, you arrive at the 144,000. The number of the chosen. What y'all think about that? I want y'all to tell me what y'all thinking about that right now. Here come these idiots. They love to try to play with me. Man, last night I could barely get in the chat before they started coming around. Y'all just hate for me to talk. Always trying to intercede with these nonsense little chats. Okay. Yes, it's Ashe. Facts, all facts, all facts. Yeah, that fire. And it's literally the fire energy, lady son. That fire energy, that Kundalini energy rising, that snake energy from the pit of your spine, taking you all the way up to your pineal gland, giving you the protection. Didn't I tell you guys you got to have that protection? And when you have all of these crystals explode, then they give you the orb of protection, that aura, the cleansing, the purification, the force field. Remember we were talking about the Star Wars? That force, may the force be with you. That's what they were talking about. He said, may the force be with you. He was talking about the force of energy. The force of energy. Another incredible fact, some say that the mark on the forehead is the mark of the beast. And they may be right. The 6th chakra is often called the third eye. When you combine 3 and 6 to make the 36, and then add the sum of this number, you arrive at 3 6s, 666, which is the 666. When you combine 3 and 6, that's 9. 36. 9, 3, 6, and 9. Remember these infinite numbers. 3, 6, and 9, 36. That's 9. That's really a 9. 3 and 6 to make 36. And then the sum of this number, you arrive at 666. Also, if you go back and look at the 6th chakra, let's check this out. It is assigned the numerical value of 96 petals. When a 96 is flipped, it is 66. Also, the book of Revelation, in which the 144 chosen are mentioned, was written in the year 96 CE. I said it 96 CE. I have said in previous posts that I believe that 666 is not an unlucky number at all, but on the contrary, is a very special number. It is associated with King Solomon and wisdom. Solomon paid his workers 606 talents of gold. It is associated with King Solomon and wisdom, paying the workers 606 talents of gold. The Temple of Man, just so you can see, this Solomon, the Temple of Man, the perfect architect, the perfect man. This is something that they signify when it comes to a lot of the Egyptian stuff, right? So this is the perfect man, signifying all of the chakras aligning. You guys see that, right? It is all of the chakras aligning, making the Tower of Man, the temple, rising to the temple of the man, the Christos, enlightenment, the aura. Solomon was broken down as soul of man, Solomon. That's what I see it as, soul of man. Solomon in the 3 names for the sun. And guess what? The sun is what activates this pineal gland. You guys know that. I mean, we already aware of that. Soul means sun. Soul means sun. And the Egyptian city of Heliopolis was known as the Sun City. But its original Egyptian name was Am or On. Sol means sun, and the Egyptians' city of Heliopolis was known as the Sun City. But its original Egyptian name was the Am or On. The soul. Serpent in the sky, the serpent in the sky, the high wisdom of the ancient Egypt. Serpent in the sky. The energy, that Sirius star that they're getting the information from, is that it's transpired through that spirit, the energy spirit, through the Kundalini energy. The Lamb of God that people associate with Jesus, in my opinion, is actually Aries, the Lamb of, or Ram, Aries. The Ram in astrology is associated with the brain or the temple for the ancient Egyptians, according to the French mystic Schweller de Labox. The Egyptian temple was built to resemble a man, right? The Lamb of God. The Lamb of God that people associated with Jesus, in my opinion, is actually Aries, the Lamb or the Ram. In each part of the temple, you slowly learn about each part of the human brain. And finally, in the final part of the temple, the Holy of Holies, you learn the mysteries of the brain. I told you guys, look up the homunculus, the brain, the homunculus brain. I want you guys to see, you'll actually see the temple. I might even have to pull that up. And the all-important pineal gland, the Holy of Holies, was often associated with the Egyptian god Aman, who was the ram, which was naturally associated with the head because rams bang heads. Does that resonate with you guys? Does that like make any topical sense? Like basic sense? All right, we got like 15 minutes, guys. I'm gonna read a little bit of this. I've read that. Hold on, I want to go to, let me stop streaming. Yeah, a few more minutes in here. I might have to do. Yes, Empress, have a great one, babe. Be safe and plentiful with everything you're doing. Everything goes easy. You have the greatest of days, babe. So on and so forth. All right, let's get to this. We may have to do very well to do part 2, guys, because we're going up on 3 hours. I'm going to try and read about 15 minutes of pandisciplinarian theosophical information we're going to get to real quick. Let's see. I want you guys to see something. Real quick. I'm gonna read just a small part of this. This definitely requires a part 2 because I was gonna read quite a few pages in here, a couple of things I want to go over with you guys, but I'm just gonna read this part to ponder upon after reading that, right? The elements of discovery, part 1, the 15-dimensional anatomy, right? The stair-step creation and the 15-dimensional anatomy. We're gonna talk about that. Stair-step creation is the organic process hold on, let me actually open this up a little more. Stair-step creation is the organic process by and through which the source God, I told you guys about the source God, which is the Madonna, the Black Madonna energy, the core energy of the earth. We've talked about this numerous times. I actually did a whole video on that. If you haven't seen it, you got to go back. I can't waste time going over things over and over, but as you guys know, we've talked about the Madonna energy and the core energy, okay? The source God perpetually manifests itself through dimensionalization into individualized manifest expression. This is why we're able to manifest. We're able to bring things into life with our energy for the purpose of experiencing space, time, matter, reality. As you guys know, I had the young guy Jason on there. That's a whole nother story. Man, I got on the panel the other day and he was up there. I'm like, man, they act like this kid is God. And this is not even a kid. I mean, I literally got pictures of this dude with a mustache. Like, he really is playing everybody, acting like he a kid, making his face look like he's like much younger, so on and so forth. It's like crazy to me. It's like a whole game. I don't know what type of game he playing right now, but I ain't the one to play with it. That's why I ain't having come back, y'all, just so y'all know. Whole nother story. Every being and thing in any manifest reality field comes into being through the process of stair-step creation. This is why we're able to manifest through stair-step, the Kundalini energy, climbing Jacob's ladder, stair-step creation, the creation of your soul into its being. This organic process of primal creation physics implies that every being, including humans, are directly, energetically, and eternally connected to specific fixed structures of multidimensional energy and anatomy, which we are. We are part of everything that is out here. I keep telling you guys this stuff. So until you realize that you're not going to be able to access that energy, use that energy to make it beneficial to yourself. And their corresponding interdimensional stations of conscious identity. Through these structures of multidimensional energy fields within which the higher dimensional or the spiritual portions of the personal identity are focused, every being is indelibly connected to the central unified source of creation, or as they say, God. Everyone, every being. The process of personal evolution through the experiences of space, time, and matter has at its core the evolutionary objective of each being as an individuated manifestation of source. It is a manifestation of source, of pure energy, of true energy, the one energy that we are all connected to, the ether, the pure ether. Eventually expanding back into its wholeness as source and return to its natural organic state of being. The natural mechanics of spiritual actualization for any manifest being, as implied by the dynamics of stair-step creation, are the process by which dormant portions of the DNA template are progressively activated within the biological form, the physical form. Through activation of the DNA template, progressive integration of the energy frequencies, progressive integration of these two particular energy frequencies that make up the dimensionalized levels of the spiritual body and the consciousness, which exists as precise arrangements of the scholar standing waves, which is what? The energy rising, the Kundalini energy that gives the core energy that is actually climbing the stairs, the steps, actually going to meet that spiritual energy and bring it together with the core to have that perfect energy, the strength, the power. They are brought into active embodiment within the biological-based conscious awareness. Embodiment of the higher dimensional scalar, the scalar wave forms that compose the spiritual identity creates the systematic transmutation of physical matter density. I'm going to read that again so you guys understand manifestation. This is what I keep explaining to you guys. The embodiment, listen again, listen closely. embodiment of the higher dimensional scalar waves, reaching and tapping into a higher dimension via having this proper density and frequency that compose the spiritual identity that composes, that pulls together, that creates the spiritual identity, creates the systematic transmutation of physical matter. It creates the systematic transmutation of physical matter, being able to manifest change, making something, actual physical matter coming to shape, come into being, visualizing, bringing something into form. And the expansion of the individuated consciousness awareness back into its organic energetic state at one moment with source in a process called transmutation dimensional ascension. So being able to go to a certain space or a different dimension in your mind by extending yourself, right? By extending yourself, being pure, being able to connect to the core energy. When you connect to the core energy, this is what actually does that. I don't want to get too much. I'm going to wait to get into reality fields. We'll do a part 2 on this sometime this week, guys. I'm going to read this and we'll be done. Through the model of the stair-step creation, the underlying nature and mechanics of creation and evolution are revealed, allowing a manifest being the ability to master its experience as a consciousness, the co-creator with the source. You are the co-creator. You are the co-creator. The co-creator with the source. You are the co-creator. And to know itself and all things as manifestation of the one self that is God, combining, going, that source, going and tuning yourself with that particular energy. The dynamics of stair-step creation demonstrates the existence of an implied reality of primal order and purpose, which you can create. You are the one that can create the existence. The stair-step creation model reveals the innate interrelationships between the incarnate being, its personal 15-dimensional dimensional anatomy, which is your physical being, and the greater context of its existence within planetary and galactic, universal, and cosmic structure, the cosmos, the cosmic structure. This model serves to illustrate the relationship between the microcosmic and the microcosmic aspects of creation. And we just spoke on that, the microcosmics, so on and so forth, with the Egyptian times, boom, boom, boom. So we are going to end this here, guys. This hasn't been quite 3 hours, which is good. I want to get into the reality fields on part 2 of this. When I come back, we'll deal with, break it down a little bit more of this. I'm getting a little preoccupied in my mind. There's a lot of things going on, and I'm trying to make sure I get all this stuff together. But in doing that, guys, what I'm going to do is come back to you guys with that. Should we end our anthem here? Let me see. Do we need to play it? We don't need to play it. We'll play it at the beginning of the next video. I just love to do that. This is so awesome. But what I will do, we got about 3 minutes. I'm going to play a song before we get up out of here, guys.
Power
and y'all already know. I'll be back with you guys later. I'm going to try actually to make sure we do this later, guys. I'm going to try and do this part 2 later. Let's get to it.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just looking for a feather girl, you know? Stutter.
Vision deep booming.
What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Type of girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. You my weather girl. I'm just looking for a white. You my feather girl. What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Type of girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. You my weather girl. I'm just looking for a white. Don't you be my feather girl? Yeah, you bad. Yeah, you fine. I'm just trying to make you mine. You ain't worried about these pennies, girl, cause you know you a dime. And I knew that I would have you. I just had to wait my time. Had to know you past looks, cause you know that love is blind. Met you at the powwow, asked you what's your tribe. You asked me, mom, we politicking, then we caught a vibe. So you rocking your feathers, you can say you caught my eye. From that moment, girl, I knew that I could probably make you bride. Girl, you the truth, shorty, what you wanna do? Come and be a winner, you know I could never lose. Wanna be a man now, tell me what I gotta prove. You the realest, so that's why a nigga really fuck with you. What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my weather girl. I'm just looking for a wife. Won't you be my feather girl? What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my weather girl. I'm just looking for a wife. Won't you be my feather girl? Damn girl, you do that thing damn well. I know you indigenous. What's your tribe? I can't tell. Are you Choctaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee? No interracial girl, I only fuck with chicks that look like a vibe. With no guidance, shorty, I'ma be your guide. Let me show you how to live. It's not enough to just survive. Maybe have a couple kids if I end up between your thighs. For real. Intellectual convos about a book or something. That smirk emoji like you giving me that look or something. You keep it real like you carrying a hook or something. So if you want it, you got it. Ain't gotta look for nothing. What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my weather girl. I'm just looking for a wife. Won't you be my feather girl? What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my weather girl. I'm just looking for a wife. Won't you be my feather girl?
Hey, we're gonna play one more, guys. Definitely gotta play one more for you on the way out. This is it. Until later, guys. Yeah, we're gonna play this one by Justin. Y'all know this is another one of my favorites. I like this little song. It's so cute. It's so factual too.
Frustration itself has been sufficient, all that was necessary to make Negroes realize the importance of banding together. And Negroes are banding together.
Banding together in what kind of... They say revolution won't be televised, so we gotta militarize to rise, put a knee on their neck like they do ours. Bring them down just like the Twin Towers. It's all psychological, so far from logical. Turn my back on my brother, shit ain't optional. Green beret, now I'm a black beret. I'm defiant cause I want some justice today. Am I African or am I American? Tell you the truth, shit, I might just be Cherokee. Give me my feathers and give me my teepee and all the possessions belonging to me. But you claiming that this the land of the free, home of the brave, more like modern day slavery. You say democracy, I say hypocrisy. Strong black man, robbed in my history.
All right, so Jeff, it does appear that protesters have set a police car on fire. Let's go ahead and zoom in to those massive flames that are building up right now. This is on Centennial Olympic Park Drive. It's right in front of the CNN Center.
Don't want your medication, we need meditation. We'll fix it ourselves. Infiltration, but if all else fails, ain't no contemplating. Better Glock and a K fix the situation. I'm my brother's keeper, got an obligation. Like women and children, die for the nation. Fuck your vaccinations, we need segregation. Off with their heads, decapitation. Moving kids and final destination. But my presentation fixes the situation. Still all our land, gentrification. Now look at all this bullshit that we be facing. I'm done with the marching, I'm done with the protests. I'm about to strap up and put on my vest. If you stand your ground, you gon' catch a case anyway. Take it from me, living witness. I share.
If I ever remember that day, I won't forget when they surrounded around me. The police sent them bullets flying down at me. Attacked me in cause while I was in custody. His buddies got away scot-free. Believe it or not, they're still on the street. They still on the street.
Yeah, they still on the street walking around. In the
with their GMO ass.